One.
Okay, everybody says one and I start recording. Well, hey everybody! We might as well start up on the fuck up. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. We're recording it this time because I am on break and I still want to give you that content you deserve. So today, with me, I have Murmitch.
Hello.
Is that all, Murmitch?
Well,
Murmitch is done.
I was not prepared. I'm now great. Now I'm not on my notes.
Look, we said we're giving them the one that they deserve, right? So clearly it's gonna be. Never mind.
This is me when I'm off camera and I'm put on the spot where I can't talk.
We're keeping all this. I hope you know that.
I know.
I was about to say, we'll edit out in post. Don't worry, it's fine. Wait. No, we won't.
Nope.
All right, now come on, Murmitch. We're waiting.
Hi, I'm Murmitch. I play VR games a lot. And also, I like playing multiplayer co-op games with friends like Tim and Ray and Silver, who are also with us.
Stealing his thunder.
Is this like what happens if you have Google Translate write your podcast for you?
Oh, come on!
No, it would be way more broken than that, Tim.
Yes, he's not
Let's
wrong.
be realistic. Somebody would have made a remix by now.
Okay, I'll help Murmitch. He's in his early to mid 20s. He's on Tinder, so check it out, ladies.
No.
And he's from the northwest part of the United States. All right, Silver.
Yep.
They call me Silvertrigger. I hail from the East Midlands of England. I am a huge fan of RPGs, horror games, and the occasional VR game from time to time. I also love to play co-op games as well. I just hate PvP and battle royales in general. Don't at me.
See, he just blew you out of the water, Murmitch. You need to learn from Silver.
Smooth voice.
Sure, Murmitch had to go first.
Plus, I have the
It's always the first person who has to mess up for everybody else to look good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, this is why Tim didn't go first.
I also have
Not
the
that
smoothest voice.
Tim needs any introduction, but...
I'm right here. I'm right here.
I have the smoothest voice too.
Okay.
But Ray is definitely a close winner. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, come on, Ray.
Good segue. I'm Raythemartyr. Hi. I play puzzle games, a few strategy games, stealth games, a little bit of everything. I also dislike PvP, but there are some exceptions. And, of course, all of us love co-op games with our friends. So why not add that to the list, too?
Yes. So, if you haven't figured out what this podcast is from the last, I think we're on 39, 40 months into the
But
podcast.
who's counting, right? Who's
yeah,
counting?
somewhere
Come
around
on.
there. Yeah, we're a group of gamers who like a lot of different games, but also like to play games collectively. So we tend to start off each podcast with a joke game, and this one's gonna be this one's gonna be no different. I believe me. And since it's the mid-month podcast, you get my super sexy game of the month as well.
Ooh la la.
All right.
Wonderful.
So, Murmitch, do you have a joke game?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Cats War.
Oh, you took mine.
Darn it. Sorry.
Okay, that's why I have two.
Is that one word or two? Oh, yeah, I see.
Two.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's so dumb looking.
This is a joke.
Do we seriously have what the
Look, sometimes joke games are like, haha, this is funny, but hey, it might actually work. No, this is a joke.
This is a joke.
Seriously? What the fuck?
I would say not enough water, 0 out of 10 IGN.
Too bad this is single player.
You didn't know, but this is also the Murmitch's sexy game of the month.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. That is
What should I say?
Yeah.
similar to games you played, GTA 5 and Warframe.
What? The what?
Fuck off. Oh, I'm
That-
sorry.
that-
It's too soon to swear, isn't it?
That's what it says. Right there.
I know,
Tim-
I can see
Tim-
it, and that's why I'm like, fuck off.
Tim, we need to incorporate that into a category
Oh my
somehow.
What?
The most
Best-
random
Best
similar
relevant
games.
games suggested by Steam.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. We do that. We do that.
Remember, next year we're gonna start the thing where
Write that down.
the next year we're gonna start the segment where we let Steam pick one of the games that we play each month
Oh God.
by recommending it for us. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The most recommended in the library thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it better not
Play
recommend
next.
anything I don't want to play while being online.
I was gonna say, I got 1,600 games. I don't think I'll ever run out.
Minus my most the play next is Space Engineers, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
Well, I've played that with Ray. Or have I?
Okay.
Did we play it together? I can't remember.
What is your joke game? Ray?
Alien Abduction Experience PC HD.
Yeah.
Oh no, I saw that.
Yeah, I looked at it after Ray brought it up in the chat, and I was like, I don't know abduction.
Ah.
You got to go
Yeah.
the abs. The abduction. It's an abduction. It's
I'm
abduction.
afraid I can't recommend this game. If
Is
you
it
want it
HD?
seriously.
Okay, here we go.
HD. Wait, what is supposed to be HD about it? I don't know.
This title runs in both standard and VR modes. It does
Oh,
not require a VR headset.
What?
but I don't think I'd want to play it in VR anyway. Especially considering one of the screenshots. They are rather provocative. Yeah, anyway, enough of the fucking accent.
So is this like get an anal probe VR?
Kind of. That seems like it kind of might be what it is.
That's
It is.
scary.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, that's wonderful. This game is
Hmm.
this game seems quite creepy.
I am not playing this.
Nope, none of us are.
Don't even fucking ask.
You even get out of body experiences, I guess.
All right.
As you watch them probe you.
Murmitch is gonna play this
Give me
month.
nightmares.
No, you get to play this since it doesn't require a VR.
If you buy it for me, sure.
Oh, but don't forget, remember, the moon is actually an alien base.
I kind of figured that all along.
Right, because obviously. This is why they had to fake the lunar landing and all that.
Oh my god.
It looks like the freaking Halo purple lines.
It does. You're right.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They
You
do.
heard flat
they-
Earth theory. How about flat moon theory? Come on, guys.
They do that at the beginning of Halo Infinite, Silver.
Compressed
Oh,
moon theory.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah.
Of course they do. They've got to. Come on, it.
Oh, it felt so
It's
good.
Halo.
It felt so
Oh
good.
man.
You've got to
No,
have
yeah,
the Halo theme in
Tim,
there. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's save that for later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Back
Yeah.
on track, please. Back on track.
Games we've played over the past month.
No.
Or
Well,
few
no,
weeks.
no.
No, I got my joke game.
Ah, okay.
Tim has a joke game.
Yes, I do.
Well,
Oh,
is this joke game or is this a sexy game?
The
wait.
joke game first.
Okay.
Okay.
Being
Ah,
left.
yes.
Being left the
Being
fuck
left the
alone.
fuck alone.
Simulator.
Yeah, and as I said in the chat, don't worry. We always, sometimes we could.
No
always
calls, no
do this.
messages, no emails. Just how you like it. Yes.
Nothing to do.
I'm gonna say this is probably the most Dan game I've ever found. Dan, if you're watching this game is for you, bud. This game is for you.
As I said before, Tim, this is not a joke game. This is a fantasy game.
Yes.
It does not exist.
Being left alone as a fucking parent DLC coming.
That'd be great.
But no, I like how the score is 0 of 133, and you're just laying there doing nothing.
Great. Is there even a way to raise the score, or is it just literally impossible?
It's just literally impossible.
Probably.
All right, my sexy,
There are no unwinnable states, aka Dead Man Walking.
my sexy game, for all
Oh,
you
no.
for all you sexy fuckers out there. It's Natsuki's Life in Prison.
Oh my.
Oh, great.
And careful, Tim. Yeah, the screenshots definitely have yeah.
What?
I swear, do you actually look freaking through
Listen.
the video
No.
and
I
stuff
do.
He had to
beforehand?
rush
I
this,
do.
but
No,
no,
I
he
do.
probably doesn't.
No.
I
Listen.
do, so,
Listen.
yeah.
Listen. It's
At least I'll
okay.
be a bit more safe for work.
It's
except
it's
for the language.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, because you can just
It's
censor it. He's recording. So
No, it's anime. It's okay.
Right.
not
Right, that's
everybody-
that's
not everybody
definitely
goes to
not something
fucking
that
YouTube.
gets overly
Sorry,
censored for no reason.
I hate to call this out, but I feel like more than shocked by that, I'm shocked there's one friend who wants this game.
Yeah. And the name of the person is Razor.
Oh, boy.
Goodness gracious me.
But hey, listen, I'm just for the people that want to see the screenshots, and so YouTube doesn't get on my shit. If you look right across the top of the screen, I left them up there for you. Oh, YouTube, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I scrolled away from it. I'm sorry. Won't happen again.
Perverted motherfuckers.
Completely unintentional.
Yeah.
But Tim,
Okay. So, yeah.
for your friend there,
Yeah.
something is rising and it isn't the shield hero.
Oh my god.
Good one.
Oh my
Yeah, he'll
god.
probably get a razor out of that one.
Yeah, you fucking...
All right. So we're gonna talk about the games that we've been playing over the last 2 weeks. Man, we have got some sexy games for you this time.
We do?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you what. We got a little bit of racing. We got a little bit of shooting. We got something that kind of burns a little bit. We got a variety of things. We got a variety of things to review.
Giggity.
But Murmitch is going first because I figure it for hilarity's sake anyway. Every time I have Murmitch go first, he just loses his shit. So go ahead, Murmitch.
Except this time I'm ready.
Okay, what's the game? Steel Crew.
Steel Crew.
Okay. And go.
And if you're wondering, yes, it is basically a proper tank simulator of you driving around and shooting and being a commander, even if you're a one-man crew and have to swap between driver and gunner and rarely commander because you're trying to drive around when... Wait, you can raise up the thing?
He's learning.
Isn't that what I told you?
You didn't know that? Dude, have you never
That's
watched
what I was
documentary?
talking about.
Have you never
Okay,
watched a documentary on tanks?
here's the thing. This game does not have a tutorial.
Yeah, but
That is the one major downside to this game. There is no tutorial to tell you how to do anything. So most of my
0 out of
gameplay
10
was me
IGN.
going around figuring stuff out.
You've never watched a tank documentary like I have? I'm shocked.
He never played
Then
Steel
again, you're
Battalion.
young, so it's understandable.
You never
No,
played
no
Steel
offense.
Battalion? Ever?
Huh?
Steel
Battalion?
Battalion?
No.
No.
But I did watch a tank documentary that actually showed you how tanks work from the inside and out. It's very fascinating.
Now,
I've been in one.
Like, someone showed me.
It's very complicated. It feels like.
Yeah.
just to
very
let you know,
specific.
this game does do a very, very good job of making it feel like you are in an actual tank. Because, like it's showing
good.
there, you can actually freaking turn left and right using that crank, and you can actually turn the barrel of the tank up and down like an actual tank.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do it all in VR, which is really, really dang cool.
Oh boy.
Well, it's got very positive. That seems like a good touch.
Oh, yeah.
So is there any bads to it?
There's not enough player base right now. So if you hop in it, basically when I started the lobby that I did,
Mhm.
I had no other people playing with me, and the quote-unquote bots aren't actually like bots really. They just kind of fire off in the distance, so you can hear it, but you'll never see them. And after driving around for like 10 minutes, I actually did find another tank, but it was basically unmanned. So I just sat there shooting it. and I did explode it, but
At least they get
yeah.
started.
And then right at the end of my gameplay, I did manage to get 3 other people in. 1 was on my side, 2 were in the same tank, and those 2 absolutely destroyed me. Because of course I'm jumping back and forth between driver and gunner, trying to drive around, not getting hit, while also trying to turn the barrel and shoot them back. But yeah,
Well-
if you have enough people to actually play like a full lobby with in this game, it would be extremely fun.
Does this game require VR?
No.
That's good.
All right,
So you
Murmitch,
can play basically between non-VR players and VR players.
So listen, Murmitch, start saving up your pennies, and when you get all of us a copy of the game, we'll all play with you. It's actually not that expensive of a game, to be real.
Yeah,
I mean,
true. It's basically $20. It's
Yeah.
18 right now, I believe.
but that would be a fun game for us to play all together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see more people playing this game, and for them to add like different tanks rather than just the one.
Well, I imagine that's the whole point of being in early access,
Well,
right?
that's early access. They're probably
Yeah.
gonna add tanks.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
So what's
I would love them to add more tanks and try and advertise just a little bit more to get more people playing, because that will keep the game going.
Tutorial or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and the tutorial. They absolutely need a tutorial on how to actually operate their tanks.
So, what do you think for a grade?
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 right now, just because, like, as you saw, there are still a lot of things in the cockpit that I have no idea actually worked, like the freaking raising and lowering of that shield, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would
Every
love
match
to
counts.
see basically just, okay, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this, go.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right. So who wants to go next?
I will.
All right. What do you got, Silver?
Bright Memory Infinite.
Ah, yes.
Let's see now. Combat is definitely engaging and fun, especially when you need to like manage dodging as well as melee combat. I will say that some of the hit detection is a little off, and some of the enemies, especially like with the shield enemies, you need to destroy their shield before you can get to them. And I guess the shotgun would be the best weapon to use for that. But it was also say that yes, it's very visually, it's gorgeous, even without ray tracing. Because I've done a video capable of that. It's very, very, very visually eye candy, very eye candy. It's very short though, very short.
How many hours did it take you to beat?
Let's see. Well, according to Steam, about 3.5 hours, but that's just me.
That explains the $20 price tag.
Yeah, and people are none too pleased about that price tag. Because I'm like, well, 3.5 hours, for less than 4 hours for fucking $20? No. I don't care how beautiful it is.
Do you guys remember the old Angry Joe reviews? Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
4 hours for a
If Joe
$60 game?
reviewed this, if Joe reviewed this, he probably would say, fuck no, don't recommend it. Don't care how beautiful it is, don't care how visceral the combat is. For its short length and its price tag alone, no. No, like a 5 out of 10.
Oh, 5 out of 10? Okay.
I mean, that would be Joe.
Yeah, but how about you?
Me, because of how well the combat flowed, and because of how overpowered one of the skills were as soon as you upgraded it, I'd say it's a 6. A 6 for me. I enjoyed when I played, but I really wish it was... I wish it was twice as long, to be honest. I actually wish it was twice as long. Because only one of the boss fights were really engaging. They forced you to think on your feet. It actually forced you to, use all of your skills and weapons, not just one fucking skill over and over and over again, like a fucking trying to punch a rabbit or whatever. I don't know what to compare it to. I couldn't think of it on the top of my head. I will say also some of the weapons were weak as shit, like the pistol, the rifle without the special ammo, and even the special ammo wasn't all that great either. I barely used the sniper rifle except for sniping enemies that were too far for me to shoot with a pistol or rifle. Shotgun has terrible range, obviously shotgun, but even the shotgun isn't all that great. You could only like one shot the soldiers in the head and everything else. Like, especially with the soldiers, I'm like, why do they take more hits? They weren't wearing, fucking bulletproof armor or something like that. Why were they the tankier ones? It's such bullshit. I fucking hate enemies that are tanky or buff for no fucking actual visual reason whatsoever. They didn't look like they needed to be that tanky or that durable.
If I was gonna play this game, I would play it with ray tracing on, only to be a good example of ray tracing. I mean,
yeah.
You know what this feels like to me is like I know none of us own the PlayStation, but I played the game. It was on PS4 called The Order 1886.
Yeah, I do have a PS4.
Okay, yeah,
we do
yeah.
have a PS4.
Okay, but The Order 1886. It's like a very beautiful game, but there was nothing. It was more of a tech demo than a than an actual game.
Gunplay was pretty shit. The AI was even worse.
But it was real pretty. I mean, that's what.
To me, that counts for fucking nothing.
Exactly.
Or maybe like 10% of the game.
But when you have every gaming journalist like jerking off, going next gen. I mean, like,
look at the lamp. Look at the motherfucking lamp.
Yeah. I mean, like that's the point where it's like everybody's asking now, like, where's the first truly next gen game?
How much better do they want things to look?
No, like they want to justify their like enormous expenditures they do for plastic console boxes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. They have orgasms over fucking visuals. Yeah,
like they're willing to spend $10 extra. Like I was talking to somebody about Madden today, not to get off track, but like they're like I'm only playing the next gen version of Madden. I'm like, you realize there's like no fucking difference, right? Well, I paid $70 for the next gen version. Okay, you do not like money then.
Tim stands corrected. There is a difference. The price tag is higher.
Yeah, that's about it.
There you go.
You also are easily tricked, idiot.
Yeah, like people that pay $20 extra to have a 60 FPS patch and a 4K resolution patch on your game.
You're a fucking idiot.
That's Sony. That's people with Sony now. I mean, that's what I said.
We already knew about ponies. I mean,
this is the same people that. These are the same type of people that buy Call of Duty every fucking year and then wonder why it doesn't change anyway. So, oh yeah, Call of Duty. Oh yeah, I got to play Call of Duty Vanguard. It's called every Call of Duty from the last 3 years with a new skin of paint. There you go. That's Call of Duty.
Wow, that was a quick fire review. All right.
Yeah, like it.
Well, I would give it a 2 out of 10, probably a 1.
You would never even play it.
That's the point.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But because of old Call of Duties that I have played, I can tell how generic they have been since
Modern
Warfare 4.
To be fair,
Modern Warfare 4 and onwards, so fucking generic, same old shit.
To be fair,
Go play Black Ops 2. It's better.
The modern Warfare reboot game from 3 years ago was the best, newest Call of Duty game. Like, that was the last game that actually had any sort of innovation or difference to it, right?
Ironically, that was a reboot, right?
Yeah, they raised the kill time to make it so it was more bearable to, like, new players. They made it less of, like, a strictly a Twitch shooter, and then immediately went back to all that in the last 2 games. So, like,
Yeah.
Sports, cash cows probably started complaining, so they're like, okay, we'll put it back.
Yeah, I know. All right, so what do you got, Rick?
Why don't we talk about the Ascent, because I've played that now.
Yay!
Yes, looks like all 3 of us can now talk about it. Well, 3 of us.
So I don't remember how far you guys got in. I wasn't paying a ton of attention, but
about 2 hours in.
What? Maybe 4 hours of this?
Oh yeah. We played at least 6 to 8. I remember how far we've gone, but yeah, go on.
I'm trying to remember where I'm at. I think I just
Yeah.
got into like the upper areas,
Yeah, we got
the
there.
midder, and was about to start doing like a I think I'm about to like break a guy out, or no, not break a guy out. I'm gonna go kill him. Anyway, but yeah, I don't play a ton of isometric shooters like this, but this has been pretty fun. I was a little confused at first with what they wanted me to do with the combat until I kind of realized like, oh, it's a cover-based shooter without cover. Okay.
Yes.
I need to dodge, roll everywhere, and try and not let enemies get anywhere near me.
Oh, you can cover if you crouch.
Yes,
That
but
should work.
there's a lot of enemies that rush you and will flank you, which is very smart AI design, but it kind of makes the cover pointless depending on rooms you're in, and there's not a huge amount of cover in a lot of the areas where you fight in.
True. And that's
There
why
are some areas that give you a lot of cover, but then there's like so many areas where it's almost barren. It's like I'll have a bunch of enemies pop up around me, and it's like they're at the cover, I'm not. Okay, now what?
Yeah, it's kind of why I felt like the game was meant for co-op, so you could watch each other's backs.
Definitely. So yeah, you have more targets, spread out the damage, that kind of stuff.
But I am happy. I am happy they fixed a lot of the issues that we had with it at launch.
They have.
Yes.
I haven't.
Yes.
I haven't had any issues. So.
Yes. They
have,
fixed.
I have played on Xbox with my father occasionally, but the Xbox version still has fucking issues.
No, they have 4 patches in on PC, and they're all fixed.
Oh, good. I still have it installed, and I'll return to it when I see fit.
No, we're all gonna play it. Now that
Tim, I think was gonna schedule a...
yeah, because I was supposed to do it before break, but like the last stream I did before my break, we were gonna play it, and then I don't think you were around, Silver. I think you had like stayed up too late the night before, and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna give away this game at the end and gave it to Ray. And I was like, we'll play it when I come back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I did also think it was interesting how they kind of have a Dark Souls almost approach to like exploring the world, where like you can definitely run into enemies that are way above.
Oh yeah.
Running around exploring too much.
Oh yeah.
Like
Go
around
to like level 18s.
Yeah, when they're like 6.
I ran into that same group of enemies.
We're like, oh shit, and they just wrecked the floor with us in seconds. It was like,
what's
let's not
also
go that
funny
way.
is like in some cases I would run into enemies that are like maybe 5 levels above me, and it's like, oh crap, start backpedaling and start shooting, and it's like I actually managed to kill all the 15.
Yeah, you see,
I backpedaled stuff.
what's funny about the game is that the level difference does matter, but also it doesn't, because you can still kill them despite
You just have to
being
be
like 20
more
levels
careful.
below them. Yeah, you just have to manage to avoid their shots while managing to hit them without missing too much. Otherwise, they'll destroy you if they use rapid fire weapons. You're fucked if they use rapid fire weapons.
But I am definitely prepared to go back into the game now that I fixed, because I had a lot of fun besides the issues that we had before. And I do like twin stick shooters, so for me it's not as hard of a sell.
Oh yeah, and I will say that some of the later weapons you can get are pretty cool, and like weapon visuals in general, especially with the energy weapons, are well, you'll see what I mean when you get them. Oh, they light up the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can, we'll run into more customization options as we get further along, because I've not been the most impressed with customization options for like appearance, but also like class or role kind of customizations.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you upgrade, I think it was the cyber skill. If you upgrade that, you get forced cybernetics, and you have like these like wires like coming out of your fucking head or something, and then you have like replaced eye. I'm like, I don't like forced customization. I don't like that shit. Why couldn't you have let me do that myself when I was creating my character? I hate that shit. I get it that it's to basically visually show that you have a high enough stat for cybernetics, but I really wish I could just customize that myself instead of that being forced. just
Yeah.
because my cybernetic skill is above 12 or something. You see, that screenshot right there shows exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I just don't like that. And also, did you know that you could use the metro system to travel around the game world?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Super handy.
They even tell you about it actually. Part of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't
But-
paying attention to that at all though, so I
Really?
found out about it just by accident. I was like,
Well-
oh, so that's what the giant M's are for.
Well, you
Right.
definitely have to say that the perks of the game is one, it's not an early access game,
Mhm.
so you can play through the whole entire thing one shot. It did come out with some issues, but at least they were diligent and worked on it right away.
Especially some issues for me, like explosions were fucking lagging the game.
Yeah,
That's a no.
we played it at launch, so
Even though I set everything to medium, it was still lagging my game.
yep.
I was like, I have a decent graphics card. What the fuck? This game shouldn't require that.
So what's your score for it? What's your score for it, Ray? I'm kind of interested.
I'd say at this point I could give it a 7. It's good, and if you like twin stick shooters, it's definitely going to be an enjoyable experience. But I am still holding out hope that it maybe gets better as the further in you get.
Yeah,
See,
I agree.
it's just a better version of Cyberpunk 2077. That's all. That's all it is.
I haven't yet to see any consequences for any actions yet, so we'll
There
we'll
is
hold
none.
out on that.
You can mow down millions of civilians, and there is no consequences whatsoever. I have.
A little that disappoints me a
Everybody.
little bit. I feel like it would be a little nice touch to add a little bit of a
Yeah.
consequence to.
There's no
How you progress.
police at all.
All right,
It's
so
just gangs for the most part.
so how many games do each one of you have to review before we go forward?
I mean, I've got our shared one.
I was gonna say I
That's
think
it.
there's 2 other shared ones that most of us can talk about, and then I have 3 with
Oh,
that.
you mean games we're looking forward to? Not
No.
reviewing.
No review.
review.
The
No,
games.
reviewing.
I don't know what I'm gonna review.
No.
No,
What
no,
do you?
no.
What have you played?
How many?
Oh,
How many? How many of those do we have?
Let's see. Well, yeah, okay, including one of them that 3 of us have played. I've got 3 more.
Okay. So
'Cause I
I'll
played one with Ray, and I played one with you both.
all right.
and
So
I played
what I'm
2
gonna
by
do
myself.
is I'm gonna do like 3 really short reviews of the indie stuff, and then leave the 4
Yeah.
main ones so I have it to line up with you guys. So
Okay.
so first.
Save the group ones for last. Got it.
I mean, one of them I played with Ray. I mean, I didn't play it for too long, so I can't really give an in-depth review or anything. So I just give it like I'll just give that my first impressions. or something
Okay,
like that.
so the first one is not even out yet, but I can review it now. Is Die After Sunset, which is very much. Of course, it's not going to give me a comparison, but it's very much like Risk of Rain.
Cool. I dig it already.
But you cannot. Okay, this game is like Risk of Rain, but you cannot go in the dark. Because if you go in the dark, the enemies all of a sudden become a lot more aggressive, and then it builds up the meter, and then when it reaches full, it releases a giant monster that you have to defeat to move on. And I mean giant.
So stay out of the shadows.
Yeah,
Shadows, they bite.
yeah. Look at the monsters that you'll see.
It's a shame you never got too far into Path of Exile. You would get the reference. Act 2. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, once they go in the shadows, they become way more aggressive.
So
but-
pretty much stay out of the shadows, they bite.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to play more of it when it's actually released. I already have it in my library, so
Yeah.
it'll pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I hope that they add co-op to it. I guess they are. Or as it stands, it's a single-player experience.
That would be cool if they added co-op. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
looks
it-
like a great co-op experience.
So it's a 6 out of 10. It's a very good concept. I have no idea when it's coming, because neither do they. I guess like
Oh man.
no, but there's a free prologue you can play right now. Like anyone can play. So you just do the first Dawn on Steam, and you can just play it yourself and play the whole entire first level. So If you ever want to check it out, you certainly can. But yeah, that's a 6 out of 10 for me because there's not enough for me to make it any higher, and it is early access, so I'm kind of like holding back any hype I have for the game because I've been let down way too many times.
Indeed.
Alright, next one that I did finally get working after I tried to stream it, so I can talk about it more, is Book of Travels.
Aha.
I tried to stream this, and it was locked to 720p windowed mode for some reason. But this is a very interesting little title, I have to say. And I will stream it again at some point, but it's very interesting in the fact that, like, it is literally what it says, right? It is an MMO, but it is like, there's like 8 people in like a 30-mile range. So you'll find other people in there, but it will take you like a week.
Fucking hell.
So basically, you're on your own, but you may run into someone, and even if you do, you can hang out for a while, but there's no real motivation to just, travel together other than the complete task. Like, you can invite them back to their village, but you can't like party up from the get-go. So like any interaction you have is meant to be organic, Silver. So that prevents you from just like dragging only your friends into your server. So it makes it so like you go into this experience, which is meant to be very different than others. And if you run into people, you make organic friendships through trust. That has to be done in a different way than normal games like this. So it's kind of
That is pretty unique.
Yeah, so that way, like, if the person wants to be an asshole, I don't think they're gonna sit in the server for a week looking for somebody. So it takes care of that part of the audience, right? So if you have a troll, I'm sorry, if they want to waste a week to ruin one person's game,
That's dedication.
Yeah, that's dedication, but
fuck you for trying.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, right?
Most likely not, because
no, I have been told not to spoil the game too much, so I will say this: it is a very minimalistic approach to how the game actually works. There is combat, there is weapons, there is loot, but it is not what you expect from a, like, okay, up here at the top I can show you. It's like you're moving around on the map, but you're a very small part of the overall picture. And if you get in combat, it's more of a last resort thing than something you're just gonna go around and beat the shit out of things with, It's meant to be more of like expanse, find new regions, try and enjoy yourself and communicate with other people. And it's different ideas of what an MMO is, instead of just being like, go out, attack this, beat everything up, turn around, do it all over again. So I appreciate the game for what it is.
It's in the title. Travel.
So I will give it a 7, because it's actually way more interesting than I would have originally imagined. Because it at first I was like, man, this looks jank. And then after a while I was like, alright, I get what it's going for. It wants to be really different. And it's really different. The only thing I don't agree with is this shit.
That's an
A
interesting
launch bundle. And 16 DLCs.
What the absolute motherfuck?
Well, that's 10. That's a bunch of other games.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's their entire. Oh, okay, it's their entire.
Yeah.
game.
Oh, the DLCs are literally just soundtracks.
Yeah.
A lot of them
Okay.
for a bunch of games.
Now,
call them DLCs.
there is DLCs up here.
Oh.
Oh, are those
No,
for?
no. Shelter are actually games.
Oh,
I've
they're-
seen Jack
oh,
play
they are?
Shelter and Shelter 2. Yes.
I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say, Tim. I think this is a
They're
bundle
all
from
games. They're all
EA
games. They're
titles.
entire games and their entire
The
library.
Blue Flamingo is the one that fucking Dan gave me, which was a shmup. That's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, they're all just separate games.
But I'll tell you what, if you just look at this, it looks like this is associated with this.
It has
Yeah,
similar
I
art
get
style
it.
to it. Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, Shelter is literally about you playing as an animal trying to basically survive.
But I
and
will
have cubs or whatever.
but I will say for what this is, it's an experience. So if you can get it on a sale, especially since it's in early access, grab it.
Unique.
Give it
as
a
well.
try. Yeah, give it a try. It's something unique and different, and I respect the game for doing that.
Cool.
And then one of my favorite game, even over a lot of like AAA stuff, Nuclear Blaze.
This actually looked fun.
Yes.
This looked very fun.
Okay, so take 2D platforming and make it an actual firefighting game. It's almost like a 2D platformer, but it's more of like you're a firefighter and you're trying to fight your way through a building, and you're finding out story along the way that you're fighting way more than just fire. The building you go into basically has an escaped creature of some sort that you are looking to, I'm guessing could have run into eventually. I haven't finished the game. But for $10, and since this is the dev team that made Dead Cells, I'll tell you what, it is fucking amazing, like how much fun I had with this. Because I was like, alright, next up we're gonna play Nuclear Blaze. Fuck it, we'll try it. And I was like, I'll play it for like a half hour. I almost played it for what? I played it over an hour and a half.
It was a while. Like
Yeah, and I was enjoying.
I was actually getting to the point where I was kind of starting to think like, doesn't Tim usually end stream around this time?
Yeah,
Playing this all day? I mean, that's fine, but like, does he notice what time it is?
I loved it. I love this game. No early access, dropped, $10. Great price, great value.
It seems
Complete.
like they've done just a great job, like instructing players and kind of making things relatively intuitive
Yeah,
too. Like they did that whole "you need a key card to open this door" was so simplistic. It's just boom, your guy pops up a little speech bubble like, "Where's this thing? Guess I gotta go find it."
and one of the coolest features I found out at the end is you can completely customize the difficulty in the game. Like they give they give you ways to customize it however you like it. Make it super hard, make it super easy, make it so you have a longer spray on your hose, a more powerful spray on your hose. You make it so you're shielded and take less damage. It's like you can change up a lot of stuff to change the difficulty in it, so it's very accessible to a lot of people.
Cool. Freedom to choose whether you want to play casually or challenge. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
this is like this is a 9 out of 10. This is really and for 10,
Reserved.
and it gets bumped up a little bit more because I would say it's an 8, but it gets bumped up a little more to a 9 because it's only a $10 game. That's that full
Yeah,
price.
how do you beat that?
Yeah,
Besides, made by a developer that actually made quite a good game before.
and this
It's
is
got pedigree. It's got
Yes.
class. It's got everything.
yeah, and
It'll take
Except
you out
romance.
to dinner and treat you right.
yeah. All
They
right,
give you dessert on top of dinner.
all right, Murmitch, what's your next game?
So we all played this one. Fling to the finish.
Yes.
Ah, yes,
To the
my
finish.
my poor fucking thumbs. I hated it.
It was so much fun.
It was surprisingly more fun than I thought it would be.
Okay, I didn't hate it. I just not a fan of this.
Oh, and the freaking co-op that we got to do with each other. The only person I didn't get to do co-op with was Tim, and I when this game gets another update, I want to go back and do a co-op with Tim because I didn't get a chance to.
I was surprised.
Actually, technically, there is a new map that they added that we
Oh.
haven't done yet. Yes, they added a map since the Halloween stuff ended.
And I will say that me and Ray played together in co-op, and we had almost no communication, and it still worked out fine.
I know.
We did so well without saying a single thing. It was just kind of like we knew what to do. We did it.
Oh yeah.
And Ray and I also did pretty good, and Jess and I did surprisingly well.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I have to say the de-spookify patch.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I have to say, man, like this game is a blast if you have the right people to play with. And now they're
I got
doing
a grumpy bastard like me.
and now they're doing a $1,000 tournament for it.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I'm
Of
gonna,
course, there's probably people who have already figured out all the freaking,
I would enter it just for
Weird.
fun. Fuck it.
glitch things that you can fling yourself halfway across the map in a few seconds.
Yeah, I kept getting confused.
I imagine that kind of stuff would get patched out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I kept getting confused of which fucking buttons did what.
Oh, that's
It can be
fair.
tough. It can be tough doing it alone, like single
Alone,
like,
because
when,
you
when
have
you're
to-
the only one controlling both sides. Because like Silver said, you can get confused on which side's which, even with the
Yeah.
stuff. Like it's difficult. But when you're doing it co-op, that completely goes away. Like you only have to really focus on your side, and then the other
Which is funny because originally you'd think, man, this is gonna be way harder than co-op, and it wasn't. It was way easier in co-op. I mean, way easier.
Which is normally not the
Yeah.
thing when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Of course, you do have to have at least some communication with your partner, so you
Maybe.
know what you're doing.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah.
try again.
You should try co-op with somebody. I think it'd be a much better
Oh
experience.
yeah,
for it.
Silver, you'd have a much better time.
Yeah, maybe.
We need to get Dan the game so Dan can co-op with Silver, and then
Oh my goodness.
we'd hear the ultimate rage fest. It'd be
I was
great.
gonna say, Tim, I thought we wanted Silver to enjoy it, not hate it.
Wouldn't that be me and Glav actually?
No,
Because
'Cause
Glav hates golf, remember?
no, but
This is similar to golf.
no, but
This has golf in it.
no, see,
That's a good point.
no, Glab doesn't get really mad. He would just say, "I hate this game," and it'd become another joke.
I don't know, Tim. Remember that session with the golf? Yeah, that's actually that was Glav getting angry.
How about Dan though? Dan would probably get mad
never
too.
heard Dan get angry. Frustrated?
Oh.
Yes. Angry? No.
I was gonna say, I feel like Dan gets to the point where right before he gets angry, he's like, "Okay, that's it. I'm done. I've had enough."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like steps away right before he gets
He's
that
the
anger
he's the
for it.
smart one. Between me and him, he's the smart one.
It's it's on the record, Dan. We're gonna make sure you hear this.
I'm the stubborn one. I will fucking keep trying, and because I had determination.
I'm really stubborn too when it comes to games. I'll die
Like
150.
Lavinia starts playing in the background.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
No, copyright. Watch out.
I was gonna say like 150 times
It's
I'll
not a
die.
Disney song. Don't get too. No, kidding.
But I give this a 7 out of 10. I give it the max for early access myself.
I'll give it 7. It's fun.
I'm giving
Seven.
it.
As long as you have people to play with.
Yes.
I'm giving it a
7.
because I'm an asshole. And
Whoa!
fuck you. I didn't say I hate the game. I don't really hate it.
Look
It's
at
so-
split side. Split side. If you see this, don't worry. He's from the UK. He doesn't matter anyway.
That's me.
understand. You understand me? Go to something.
A 5 means a 7 in UK anyway. They use pounds over there. It doesn't really matter. You know, we
You
used
know,
to.
when you convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Yeah, see, like
Project Winter.
A
I'm
f-
killing you first.
a 5 is 10.
Yay.
Wait, that means he's playing Project Winter again.
Yeah, woo!
Yay.
I played it last night, but I was tired as fuck.
Yeah,
that's fair.
We get it.
I apologize because I was up, but I legitimately passed out.
I was gonna say you fell
I'm
asleep.
like,
I fucking passed out.
all
I
right.
woke up and I
Don't
was
blame
like,
you.
"Oh, the stream
I mean,
stopped."
Mario had to freaking go because he was also
Yep.
just.
Yeah, you know what's weird about that? I saw him popping in chat for like a few minutes. And it was like,
I don't think you want to play.
He might have be partially insomniac. You never know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe.
But I'll
In any case,
yeah. What's next? Silver's next.
I think I'm next. Wouldn't I be next?
Oh, you are. Yep, you are.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
Oops.
But I can mention Way Out pretty briefly. I played about an hour of this.
what is
It's
it?
a Way Out Way Out one
Oh, Way Out.
word.
I was gonna say, I'm like a way out, dude. I love
Not
that
a Way
game.
Out. Way Out. No, it's Way Out. Trust me.
ooh,
Simple puzzle game. Kind of. How do you even describe these puzzles? Like the ones where you click the
yeah.
things and the things next to them.
Yeah, shift and you have-
activate,
yeah.
and you have to like get everything to the same state.
Ooh, that would take so long.
I love
I
these
feel like
puzzles.
These.
I love these puzzles, but these are very challenging. Like, they are surprisingly challenging at times.
So I gave Ray a rage game.
It's kind of interesting too because every level has a par score. So like you can complete it and it'll turn yellow to show that it was completed. But if you complete it, matching par score with like the least amount of moves, it turns red and goes full completion. I believe there's an achievement for every level getting a par score on. So there is a lot of achievements in this game.
All right.
If you are an achievement hunter and you don't enjoy this kind of game, do not get this. It will take you forever unless you use a guide.
So I am convinced that Steam is yet again drunk. It says that this is like Tunchi and Bloons TD6.
Ooh, yeah.
Uh,
The
Steve-
art style's kind of similar? Question mark.
But yeah, but in gameplay wise, what in the fucking hell have they got in
It
common?
couldn't be more different.
I was gonna say, I mean, I kind of understand Bloons TD6, but not fucking Tunchi.
Or,
I would say, like, I think the only thing these things have in common is that they're games and they have somewhat similar graphic styles.
Yeah, that's about it.
yeah, because as for gameplay, hell no.
Exactly.
Nope, couldn't be more different.
All right, so you got.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's fun. It's puzzles. It's got quite a few puzzles too. Like there's a lot in there.
Oh,
So
we
if
got-
you enjoy the puzzles, then by all means.
We gotta get Ray the sequel.
Oh, Way Out 2
Oh.
hacks.
Yeah.
Oh my word! If you thought squid puzzles were difficult, how about hex puzzles?
Exactly. All right, so what's your score on it?
I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
It's good. It's simple. It's a brain twister.
So finally, Silver has joined the rest of us in the glory of Deep Rock Galactic.
I'm next.
And honestly, I am shocked you guys have actually never mentioned us on the podcast, not once.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
definitely.
guess I have to join next.
Yeah.
We've
I
at
assume-
least mentioned it, I think, before
Yeah,
it came full release, and we
it's
definitely
sad.
mentioned it when it came full release. So we have definitely mentioned it once. Or
Nope. Well, no one ever gave their like first impressions or anything like that. So.
Wait, I was gonna say.
We will be the first.
I was gonna say, man. Like I streamed this quite a bit. I love it.
So I played about about 3 hours with Ray so far, 3.5 hours give or take, and definitely I'm definitely enjoying it. Definitely, I'm glad a friend of mine got it to me. Thank you, Dylan.
shout out to
Shout out
friend
to Dylan. Shout out to Dylan.
for not being the Dylan.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
a British thing. You guys know.
I don't
It's a
ever
British
mean
thing.
I don't ever mean to bring a conversation down, but it is gonna be so weird without playing without him.
yeah.
Because he was the one who showed me everything about this game.
Yeah. He was the one that even
I've
told
got to
me
figure
about
out stuff now.
Yeah, now
There's so many things that's like I still haven't unlocked these things. I don't even know what's the
it. Yeah,
deal.
it's gonna be a rough ride, but I'm sure we'll.
no, now we got. Hey, listen,
grind through it.
no,
We got good company.
yeah, now we get to have Murmitch and Silver come in, and
Ooh.
Murmitch gets it.
yeah,
I'm not playing
Once
it.
I have enough time to play it.
Murmitch, if you don't get this game, you're kicked off the podcast for a month.
Unfortunately,
Aw.
Murmitch, today was the day the sale ends. So, yeah. Now it's gonna be full price again. Actually,
It
scroll down a
happens.
little bit, Tim.
It was.
Yeah, full price. Yeah. Oh well, you missed the sale. I did
What is it,
warn
Gosh,
you.
Timdoggrev?
dang it, why did nobody remind me?
I did warn you. I did.
He
But
did.
that was days ago.
I
You
warned
should have bought
at
it days
least
ago.
twice.
Hey,
Yes,
I'd
did
like
warn you.
I'd like to remind you to go to the bathroom today, Murmitch. Do you need me to do that too?
Anyway, back on track, please.
Okay, go ahead. Wait, not.
So far, I've only tried out the engineer and a little bit of the what was it?
Gunner,
The
right?
the gunner
You play
class. Yeah.
Gunner.
Yeah, and I really like the engineer class. Usually,
Oh, it's
I'm
fun.
not. Usually, it's not my forte, but after getting used to how it works. Yeah, I think I might actually stay engineer for a bit, and then maybe I'll go to switch to scout when Murmitch starts playing. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying it, and I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10, just because I enjoy the gameplay loop. And hell, I can't wait to see what else comes next. Because as I said, I've only just started, so I'm guessing there's gonna be a hell of a lot more. And
Oh yeah, there is a lot to this game because
and I haven't even seen any of the newer weapons yet either.
No,
So,
neither have I.
Now,
them.
you guys say that I missed the
Sale?
discount, the sale, but the Steam Winter Sale is coming up.
Yeah, it
yeah.
doesn't go on sale all the time, but it goes on sale relatively often. So
actually,
And the winter sale is the summer sale and the winter sale are the two sales that at least like everybody discounts their game at.
But whether or not you will get it at 50% off this time, I doubt it. Maybe 20%, but 50%? No.
It'll be better than full price at least.
Yes, exactly. It's still worth full price though. Only $30. Come on.
Oh,
That's actually pretty
September
good.
22nd.
Holy crap! Wow.
Hey.
hold on. Steam Autumn Sale November 24th to 23rd.
I guess. Black
Well,
Friday
we've
stuff
got
and all
2
that.
sales to have some hope.
look at that, baby. Yeah.
Ready for America, ready as I can be.
Hell yeah!
Okay,
So,
so for-
stop.
8 out of 10. Definitely looking forward to playing more.
yeah, I don't blame you. It's a very
And
good
I'm
game.
probably never gonna play this solo because from what I've understand of the game, like really does feel like it should be played with other people. Solo,
Oh yeah, and games like this are always more fun with them.
And I will say,
unless you're some hood short, that crap. Yeah.
Unless you're one of those people who likes torture.
but I
They do give you an AI companion when you
Yeah,
do
but
it,
it's
so I have
probably,
run solo. if you
she's
want.
probably like dumb as fuck. I'd
not
rather
too
play
bad.
with friends.
all right. So what's next? Oh yeah, me. Like, wait a second. Okay, I guess I'll do Sherlock Holmes finally.
Yeah. Even though that's not great. That's not.
Brilliant.
Well, it's out of NDA, so I can talk about it.
Yeah. Oh no, it has come out. Never mind.
No, it's
It has actually,
November 15th.
which is today. Well, yesterday for me.
yeah, it did come out.
Today.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, 15th.
It came out 2.5 hours ago. Okay.
All right then. Finally, as always, what do you think, Tim?
Okay. It is different than Devil's Daughter, which is the last game in the series. This exchange is more of like a linear flow for an open, I would say open world, but open city perspective, because it all takes place in one city. You obviously play as Sherlock Holmes, but you do not have Watson with you. You have your friend, because this is like a younger Sherlock Holmes. So you have a friend with you named John. As you go back to basically your home, against the will of your family, to visit your mother's grave, and end up getting pulled into a series of mysteries that you have to unlock, and then they all intercombine to tell an overall narrative. That's why it's called Chapter 1. Like, because it's an open city environment, you do not have to play this in any specific order. There is no, like, Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission 3, Mission 4. You can play it in whichever order you want.
Yeah, it's a pretty free form.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But you'll only trigger the main scenes that take the story forward by doing the ones that are considered main objectives. And the side objectives will lead you to like more characters and little tiny plot details that can be used to fill in the gaps of the main overall story. I know people on console, I've heard from 2 reviewers, not just one, that the console versions of the game have many issues. That is not the case on PC. I had no stuttering, no visual problems.
Lip sync, no out of lip sync.
No, no. Actually, it was completely in sync for me. Like I said, this feels like a game that was made on PC and ported to console. So that might actually be the reason why. Because I think honestly the port job was done by another studio, so it might just be a bad port. I don't know. I can only tell you what I know, and all I will say is that this game, because I have to avoid spoilers, because I'm not a dick either. All I will say is that it seems to have a much stronger narrative than most of the old Sherlock Holmes games. And there's a reason to play it more than once, so there is some playability about it. And actually, I might be coming back to streaming a day early on Wednesday, and if I do, I will be playing this game to finish my second playthrough so I can finally complete the game. So, all depends, but if I can, I will. And if I do, I'll give away one of the copies of the game. And the second copy, for the people watching this right now, you're already earning the ability to earn it, because I'm going to throw a Twitter giveaway tied to watching this podcast to give away one key as well. So, I know, I'm a sucker. But I would give it an 8 out of 10. I do feel bad for people on consoles that they're going to have a slightly rougher experience, but it's way better than Devil's Daughter, which was a real letdown for me. Devil's Daughter was not a good game, let alone a good Sherlock Holmes game. So if you like mystery, you like, figuring intricate stories together, and looking at little things and, being able to find clues on them to put together stuff. If you like detective games, period, you're gonna like this. Okay, that's pretty much how I have to put it. If you like detective games, you're gonna like this one. So yeah, it's an 8 out of 10, and thank you to the dev for giving me a copy of the game. Because, I want to be out there about it. I didn't pay for it, and I had a week to review it. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I hope it sells well so they get to actually make Chapter 2 and have to be careful as I say this. Continue with what they're working on. There you go. But yeah, 8 out of 10.
Cool.
Alright, cool.
Looks good.
Alright.
Yep.
So what's next there, boys?
Well, I'm out of games.
Okay.
Silver?
Alright. Viscera Fest. Oh, do you want me to spell that? Oh, you've got it in the chat. You can find it.
I think it's C, Viscera.
Yeah. But, yeah. Viscera. It's pronounced Viscera. Viscera.
Oh, is it S? Oh,
Yeah.
S.
There you go.
Viscera.
I got it.
It's just, with the two words combined, it is pronounced Viscera. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Viscera Fest.
Makes
But
sense.
it's because it's in early access, and unfortunately it only has chapter 1, which was really fun to play through, especially that boss fight. 3-staged boss fight. Ah, my word. Ah, glory days of some of the older games that I played. But yes, there definitely is a lot of bunny hopping. It reminded me of playing.
Well, I
through
mean,
Dusk.
it's clearly
It's
Unreal,
pretty
right?
fast. Yeah. I see what you did there. Yeah, enemy design is pretty unique. You fight like a variety of weird-looking freaking aliens, and the story startup is kind of funny too. Basically, you play as a woman named Caroline who's I think if I remember correctly, her husband, who's like this alien midget, or at least husband to be, is an alien midget who gets kidnapped. I think. I can't remember how the game started because it has actually been a while since I played the very beginning of the game, because I loaded my game in like halfway through, and I kind of don't remember how they wound up, but yeah, I said gameplay is pretty visceral, combat is great, and she has like one-liners and quips. It's hilarious. She sounds very like aggressive, which is which definitely fits into her character, considering how what you have to do. But I will say there's like at some point it gets to be a little wackier, and I like the build up to like near towards the end of chapter one. I just wish there was more to play. I really do. I probably would even go back and play through chapter one all over again just to play more of it because it was so much fun. But yeah, I'll just leave it there and say that I would give this a 7 out of 10 since I can't give it any higher since it's only in early access. I definitely love the weapons. Oh yeah, especially the last one you get access to. What a shotgun!
I'm thinking. I am thinking about with the amount of early access games that we run into, that maybe starting next year we might allow up to an 8, depending on how good it is. Because we run into so many early access games at this point on PC that calling all of them a 7 that's decent kind of limits. It kind of puts too many games in a 7.
I know. It's just, but
I know.
the thing is, Jim, I try not to play terrible games. I don't want to waste my money. That's it.
Right.
No,
I will give developers benefits of the doubt, but only some that have proven themselves already, or some that are passionate enough. Well, from what they show, I prefer to play games that I've seen enough gameplay of, that I've, if I don't see any major issues with it, or
No. That's nothing against you. I'm saying like we have a bar that we have set for early access games, right? But the problem that we have so many of them that come out as a 7, because that's like that's as high as I can go. That's usually what we say, right?
Yeah, but
that nothing stands above the rest, right?
True.
So I'm feeling like if we moved it up to an 8, right, starting like next month or the month after, or whatever. That way, if something is amazing in early access, you can let people know that instead of just being like, it goes in the 7 with the other 50 early access games that we've labeled a 7 over the course of a year, and it doesn't let it stand alone.
True, but again, it's because I don't play terrible games. That's why.
It's nothing about
We need to change how we review early access games.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe not even give them a score.
Maybe,
because it's kind of unfair giving things a score when they're not done.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just try and focus on the things we like, what we're hopeful for, and what maybe is holding it back.
Yeah. Okay.
Agreed.
All right. So you got.
Let's see. What else can I talk about? I don't know if you want to talk about Junk Punk, Tim, because I think you played a little bit of it.
Yes, and we're not going to talk about Lost Ark because it's not actually officially out.
Yeah. March is its release date, so yeah.
We'll talk about it in March when we can actually play it.
We played the beta. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
We just have one more game then to talk about.
So Junk Punk, I played 2 hours this. Did you? How much time did you put in?
I got like 15 minutes in it. Don't worry.
It's very bare bones right now, and obviously it was a play test. It's not quite actually out yet.
Oh, it is now.
Well, it is now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But during the play test, it was still very bare bones. But I like the foundation. It has a decent foundation for a good base building survival-ish game going. But I think it would really help if they had start looking towards adding some quality of life changes.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think I had a big problem with was when you have a machine that you built and you have resources in it, if you deconstruct that machine, those resources disappear.
Oh, really?
So that was during the playtest. If they have made any updates since then, great.
I don't think they have.
but be aware, like it is that kind of bare bones where
It is very bare bones.
you're like for the bet. You're probably gonna want to wait for this to get further along in development before you really commit to it, unless you really love these games. And I do really like these kinds of games. They can be very fun. But I do also have a lot of them to play already.
Yeah, see, this is like in the case of like Craptopia to me. Like I'm gonna play it on stream. I'm gonna play it on stream to promote it because I promised to do that. But I will try and be as patient as possible with it because it is bare bones. But it's kind of like Craptopia to me. Like after I'm done promoting it and it's just in my library, I'm gonna let it progress as far as I can.
Yeah.
And be as patient as possible before I bring it back up and check it out. Because I feel like as you said, the game has potential. It's just
it has made progress.
It's just it just needs a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They gotta.
It even looks like they have a kind of nice story going, like ready for the
Yeah,
rest of the game
and
to
I
pick up
hope
with
they
it.
do because.
We're still talking about Junk Punk Silver.
Oh, sorry.
Craptopia 2, but Junk Punk.
Yeah, but I'm saying like with Junk Punk, it's something where I'm gonna see what it looks like 6 months from now, and be like,
Maybe more. It depends.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
quickly they update. Because
Yeah.
I haven't paid too much attention recently, besides seeing that it was coming out, and then it was like, oh, it's coming out.
yeah, all it says is launch tomorrow, and then thank you.
Yep.
So no patch
So
yet.
it sounds like they're doing pretty well so far. Hopefully they can
Yeah,
more work into fleshing the whole thing out.
yeah. Hopefully with the fact that they're saying thank you, and it seems like a lot of people are supporting it, they'll have enough money to continue to put in good work on the game and improvement along the way. So
Oh, and you can get hats.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know if you saw that, Tim, but you can get hats.
yes.
I found a chef's hat, and I wore a chef's hat for my entire playthrough. It was fun.
that's great.
All right. My next one is a big one for
I
most
didn't find
people.
any other hats. If I found another hat, I probably would have worn it, but I only found chef hat.
I made sure to go all in on this before I decided to do a review, and this is Forza Horizon 5. I'll turn the fucking volume down. I'll get a fucking copyright claim and a half. Yeah, turn it off. Turn it off. They're playing too much music.
Okay, hey, game developers. Next request from streamers is you're starting to give us streamer modes for the games. Can you give us streamer modes for the trailers now? We
Yeah.
don't get copyrighted on that.
I know, that's fucking...
Please.
Bandai Namco fucking prevented me 3 times from uploading my video last month. And I had to keep on cutting it and cutting it and cutting it. And I had to cut out the whole entire game segment in general to get the fucking podcast up.
He cut it so much we thought it was
course.
emo.
Yeah. Well, what was it?
Sorry.
Robot.
That's bad.
It was the robot. Was it Robot Battle 30? I had to cut the whole entire segment out.
Oh really? Oh, that's too bad.
But okay, Forza Horizon 5, amazing, most beautiful racing game I have ever played. Not even close.
Ooh.
It is a lot of fun. I loved Forza Horizon 4. This is the perfect game for the person that says they suck at racing games.
Really?
Because it is a racing game where, just like we were talking about in Nuclear Blaze, right? You can adjust every setting in this game to make it so you can make it easier to drive. The handling is easier. The sensitivity of acceleration is slower. Yeah, it is like the ultimate accessibility game. This is like for people that have problems with their sight, for people that have problems with hearing. Even the cutscenes are gonna have people that do sign language in it. It's like the ultimate accessibility game, right?
That almost sounds like a first. Have you what?
It is the first. It is the first ever game.
There's an achievement right there.
Yeah, so they put like tremendous effort into this game. It is beautiful. It is fun, and like I said, if
It does look amazing.
if you can't get into dirt, if you can't get into like Need for Speed because you're just not a very good racing player, this is a game that is built for everyone to play because it doesn't matter the skill level, you can still have fun with it. It is more of a co-op thing than a PvP thing because you can take a crew of 4, hop in the game together, join the game the same session, and just drive in the over like 220-mile expanse of Mexico, and not even have to do one race if you don't want to.
That's pretty cool.
And then even if you do a race, you all pull up to that race, and then you're just racing each other. You don't have to race everybody. You can keep it condensed just between you and your friends. And you know what? I know everybody hates the word Battle Royale, but this game has a Battle Royale mode in it that is one of the most fun fucking things ever. You start out with a Volkswagen Beetle, and everybody's driving around in Beetles. So you race, all you do is you're in this big open area, and you challenge one of the other players to a race. And there's no particular way you have to get there. It will set a marker, like, let's say, for example, 1.75 miles away. You just race however fast you can get there. You want to go over a mountain and get there? Fine. You want to take a road? Fine. You want to drive through the back of somebody's house and smash through walls to get there? Fine. Get there as fast as you can. You beat the other person. It upgrades you to a better car, and you do that. And you do races, or there's...
Doing that over and over again.
Or they have drops that will just drop out, and they'll leave a box down, and you can go drive up to it. If you're the first one to get to it, it'll give you a choice of switching out your car for another one. But it's completely fun to the point where you're not... It's not like a Battle Royale where you're like, oh my god, it's so annoying. Like... The worst that happens is you're driving around a Volkswagen, smashing into shit, and you lose. I mean, it's
the thing we can appreciate is innovation in a genre.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things people hate about battle royales that they're all kind of the same. Like that's different. That's really different.
And it's a lot of fun. And there's no way to be angry about it. Like you're having fun regardless. You're driving around a car. And crash it. You're going 200 miles an hour driving up the side of a mountain. Oh, yeah. It's real easy to be upset. So all I would say is that I know $60 is a lot. But if you have Game Pass, I know, it's a sponsor now too. but if you have Game Pass, check it out. You might not like racing games, but this is like the most easy one to get into. It's really friendly in the co-op sense. It's a lot of fun. And even if you just want to go into the game, drive around and fuck around for a half hour or an hour and just drive all over the place, never do a race. See what type of see what crazy jumps or whatever you can do. You're welcome to do it because there's nothing holding your hand. Once you're in the world, you just go. So for me, this is like the pinnacle of racing games. Like, it is a 10 out of 10 for racing games. It is a 9 out of 10 for regular games, like, games as a whole. The only thing that takes it down is the fact that I hate, like, that there's special editions of the game that have, like, you know, timers and everything. But that's, like, unfortunately, that's just kind of the name of the game when it comes to racing games in general. Like, The Crew 2 did it, like, Need for Speed does it. Dirt does it. Like, they all have the special edition where you can get extra cars, and you have the season pass and the expansion pass. It's nothing new to racing games, but I feel like as a whole, Forza even without all that stuff still offers you 400 cars that you can just unlock without paying any extra money.
So basically, more cars than you would ever need.
Yeah. So I mean, like.
Depending on how they counted them.
Unless you're a very avid fan of cars.
Yeah, like Mario, our friend, he bought the $100, you know, super special Spank Me and Make Me Hard edition. But like for somebody like me who's just gonna go around, fuck around, have a little fun, the standard edition's fine.
The Volkswagen is fine. That's all Tim needs.
Yeah, and like I said, it's so cool that you're driving around just an old ass fucking Volkswagen Beetle in the Battle Royale mode. It's so great.
Shout out to Volkswagen Beetles. I swear I never see them anymore.
I know. Because all
I was a kid all the time. There'd be like at least one every around the corner, but
because unfortunately they're just rusting to bits.
Oof.
I mean, Those things were not made to last. And especially, oh my god, they had the heat that came off of the exhaust pipe. And I remember people like, yeah, so you got like you would get carbon monoxide poisoning inside the car if you stayed inside, like during the winter. Oh yeah, because it pulled the heat off the exhaust to pump it into the car. You know,
Fucking hell.
yeah, it was weird like that. But that was the '70s.
Kirby.
It was the '70s, man. Yeah.
Disturbing.
But yeah, it's
They're putting worse things in their body. Wait a minute.
a fantastic game. And like I said, you know, if it was up to me, I would get everybody together and we'd play something like this. It's a lot of fun. But I know racing games isn't everyone's thing, but I'm telling you, if you want to give a racing game a chance, give this one a chance. It's a lot of fun, and you can make it super easy for you if you get frustrated. So
You might be surprised.
exactly. So I've got 2 more. Does anyone else have any more?
I have one.
Okay, what do you got?
Ooh.
Hit me
Oh,
already.
you hit Murmitch now.
What?
I can talk fairly briefly on Tandem: A Tale of Shadows.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I got to put in an hour today
Okay.
and got through the first world. This is an interesting little puzzle platformer with its own story to it that is also voiced and given to you, like through cutscenes. And it is very cute. It's got a decent art style. The puzzles are very, very interesting.
That
Yeah.
was Nick.
And it's entirely devised around you have the teddy bear who's like walking on the walls, and that's the platforming section, and then you have the girl Emma who is walking around, you know, top down, and the bear can walk on shadows. So in a lot of cases, Emma will have like a light, and depending on where you stand, you can create shadows for the bear to walk on. So it's a lot of like jumping back and forth between the two, the platforming and the top down, to coordinate getting both the characters to the end of the level, where you have to get the bear Fenton to a like they're collecting crystals to make a key to get through the next world.
Yeah. So you mean it's almost like they have to work in a tandem.
Oh, yes, you get it. This man gets it. Yeah.
Mini a golf clap.
Follow Emma and Fenton.
But yeah, it was. I've been enjoying it so far. The cutscenes are pretty good. It's kind of cute how like Fenton the bear will like sneeze randomly while you idle running around as Emma. So it's got a little character, a little charm, and voice acting's not bad either.
And reach the crystal.
That's great.
Shadows can be created in many ways.
For $20, that doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, $20? I'd say it's easily a 7. Could be better. Haven't gotten too far in. I've encountered I think like 3 different mechanics so far, so
Many challenges and dangers
could be much better, but haven't gone
and their progress will
all
be
the way through.
complicated by strange enemies. They will also be faced with puzzles requiring speed and dexterity. At the end of each chapter, they will use everything they
All right.
have learned to contend.
All right, my next one is
Emma and Fenton will have to travel through Raythemartyr
Jurassic World Evolution 2.
about Thomas's disappearance.
Ah.
I think Dan had a
Tiny little arms.
Dan had a joygasm because I gave him a free copy of this game, and he's like, "It's a $60 game." Woo! Yeah, it's a more of a management simulator than anything else. I know people want like a more of a fighting game in this universe, but you got that. It's called Second Extinction. But but no, I like the fact that they brought back all the original actors from the original Jurassic Park to voice act in the game.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's great.
That took some effort.
yeah. So
Fully
you,
except for the Oh,
let
God,
nature
what's his
take
name?
its course
Professor himself.
and resist our compulsion
Who's
to
that?
control it.
Jeff?
The guy that orchestrated the whole park.
That's not
Oh yeah, he passed away.
Not, yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
But Jeffrey Goldblum's like a big part of
there
the
in the
of
wild.
the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Chaos.
Of that I had no doubt.
Yeah, so
Chaos.
they actually did a really good job of bringing the whole atmosphere back from the original game.
Where
And
will it take us?
okay, here's the question I always had: is a game like this worth $60? I can't answer that for you. But for me personally, it does enough right compared to the first one that I would say yes, but you have to be really into the genre the game's providing. It can't be like, oh, it's a $60 game, it's got to be this, this, and this. No. It is a really, really, really good building strategy game that's like got management simulation built into it. But it's not going to be, if you go into the game looking for anything other than that, you're not going to be happy because you're not going to get it. So like I said, it's all about setting your expectations and what you want. Me personally, I really enjoyed this game. I would say for the price, it's a 6 out of 10. Because, as I said, for me personally, this is not the genre that I would pay $60 for. But it does a lot of things right, and it looks very nice. But looks don't mean anything if, like, you know, you're still playing... considering how many building and simulation games I've played this year, this one isn't even in, like, the top 5. So, to say $60 for a game like this would be a really hard sell for me. So it's a 6 out of 10, but if you're really into stuff like this and you want a AAA polished version of that, then yeah, then it's the type of game that you want. And I hope
for the genre, not necessarily the best in its class, though.
yes, because there's a lot of games like that, and it doesn't really take like a massive step above the rest. Let's put it that way. All right, and the last game that I'm going to review is Battlefield 2042. And I'm just going to put up some gameplay footage, because obviously this is allowed on YouTube, because I'm playing it off YouTube. So, all major issues aside, because my god, the first day I could not get into a match to save my life. Okay, but no, we're gonna. It does get deducted points for that, but we will talk more about it. Okay.
Don't forget about the
What?
glitchy planes.
Yeah, there's a lot of under the hood stuff that needs to get fixed.
I was like, I'm pretty sure.
That one spitty that's distracted you and you got shot because.
But
I'm pretty sure
but
work, right? Physics defied.
but I will say this: all issues aside, it is a very fun game to play, which I rarely say about games of this type. I can go in and get wiped over and over and over again, but I am having so much fun because it gives you that, literally drops you into a sandbox with a whole bunch of toys and says, have fun. Because there's like hovercrafts and tanks and jets and helicopters and everything else you can go about using. So it doesn't hold your hand and make you feel like you can't do anything. Like in this game, you can do anything you want. And the fact that now we've achieved 128 people on one battlefield, that is chaotic in the best possible way. Now, is it fair for me to criticize Call of Duty and prop up Battlefield? No, but there's a reason why I do that. Call of Duty comes out every year. Every year. And it's the same game every year. Battlefield is like every other EA fucking game. It comes out, it's slightly fucked, You wait a little bit, and then when it's all fixed, no one talks about it anymore. So, I will say this. Like, does the game have issues? Yes, it does. Of course, it's an EA launch. They cannot seem to do one of these fucking things without fucking it up. But, is there a lot of potential in this game compared to, like, Call of Duty that's been doing a retread the last 3 years straight? Yes, because this game is actually something different. Is it perfect? No. Am I going to say it is? No. But it's definitely got a lot more thought put into it than your normal military shooter now. Do I miss, like, the Bad Company 2s and stuff like that, where it actually had, like, a story campaign and, you know, the more lighter and funnier side of like, historical battles? Yes. I think most of us do. But for the current iteration of Battlefield, this is about the best we've gotten in a long time. So, with all that said, it is a 6 out of 10. Which, a 6 out of 10 for me is above average. It's not terrible, but it is definitely flawed, and it definitely loses points for coming out in such a absolute shit state. There's no excuse for that whatsoever. But, do I hope that it gets better? Yes. Because I enjoy hopping in, fucking around, playing a few rounds, and leaving. And that's all you should be able to... That's what these games are for, like these sandbox games. Go in, fuck around with your friends or by yourself, play a few battles, have some fun, and move on with your day. So, that's all I gotta say about that. And I guess that's it for review games, right?
I had one more.
Oh, you did? Okay, what do you got?
Yeah. So I recently picked up Dead Estate, a game that, me and Murmitch are actually looking forward to.
There you go.
I managed to get through 2 runs,
Okay.
and yeah. Okay, so the combat can be smooth, but also due to the fact that enemies can, like, there's contact damage. I hate that shit. I hate contact damage, but I guess in this kind of game it works. But the fact that you can jump as well is a little bit difficult to dictate where you're gonna land when you jump, even if you will notice the shadow underneath you. But well, you can't really do that while you're in the middle of combat and you're trying to fight off, try to fend off the enemy at the same time, especially with spikes and traps in a lot of rooms. But overall, it is pretty fun to play. And since it's it's not an early access, so it's definitely a full game. As I said, I've only played like 2 full runs. I haven't tried all the characters yet, but I have tried. I think I've tried 2, at least for now. We'll say the last boss. I love the music. The kind of like 8-bit music. I love that. Got great themes to it, especially the chase music. It will get your heart racing. It's like, oh, and yeah, because you gotta make sure you defeat the boss as quickly as possible. You basically gotta run through the level and do it as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you get chunks after you.
This looks like a game that was built for co-op, but decided to scrap it at the last minute.
Yeah, right.
It does.
I was wondering why not. I'm like, I get it. I get why. Because I'm like, well, if you play it as fast as it can be, yeah, it can get pretty chaotic. Especially if you start getting like power-ups that boost your speed like 4-fold, you'd be like, I don't know how to slow down. I pretty
Ranks.
controller. I kind of guessed it actually would feel better with controller, actually, considering it's it's one of these 2D twitch stick shooters. But I felt playing with mouse keyboard was alright.
Nice.
It
But
looks
yeah.
very Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
That's
Binding
why-
of Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah, a
'cause
little between the two,
it's
actually. That makes sense.
It is actually pretty challenging, not only because of the fact that enemies can damage you just by touching you, but also that there's traps. But there are rewarding secrets, and if you can manage to do like these challenge rooms, you're rewarded with a really powerful item if you're lucky enough to survive them. At least the weapon that they start with has unlimited ammo, but everything else you find has limited ammo. But at least you can get ammo pickups from enemies that you defeat, or from vases you break, or barrels, depending on the
Oh, so
destruction
it's
content.
Zelda. Okay.
You can't destroy everything in a room, sadly, but it whatever works, right? I think there's like 6 or 7 levels in each run. Obviously, they're differently structured, so your runs are never the same in terms of design of the level. But in terms of theme, it's pretty much the same rhythm
Nice.
as it from start to finish. But I will say that I guess the harder difficulties will definitely be a huge challenge because I've only played the game on the first 2 difficulties, and that's it. I don't know if I'm going to try the last one, but I guess you kind of have to if you want to unlock more characters.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Because I've
Oh,
unlocked like 4 characters. I think there's like 12 in total. There's some hidden that you can check how to unlock. It tells you how to unlock them at least. So you just have to follow that method, and there you go.
all right.
Cool.
Yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up if you liked Enter the Gungeon, or if you like any roguelike, really.
And it has a demo.
Yes, demos are always nice.
Definitely give the demo a shot, and if you like what you see and play, then definitely grab it. It's not really that pricey for what it is, and it has enough content to justify its price. I'd say.
All right.
Awesome.
I'd say I'd give this an 8.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right. So
Hey, that's pretty good.
I want to talk about 2 things. One, in
Alright.
in 2022, we're gonna bring the news back because we haven't been doing news in a
Bring back
long.
the news.
Yeah, we haven't been doing news in so long. Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
to talk about.
So in January, instead of since we're doing our awards stuff in December, in January we're gonna do like a news recap of 2021 as a year, and we're gonna
That's
talk.
a good idea.
Yeah, we're gonna do like the biggest news stories and discuss how they changed things, if anything came about from them, and we're gonna discuss that stuff. But first of all, to the people watching out there, in December, we are obviously going to be doing our yearly awards show at the end of the year where we talk about
Woo.
our favorite games, our least favorite games, topics, subjects, so on and so forth. So the podcasts are going to be super long in December. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care. But
Still better than the Game Awards. Just
but unlike years prior, I'm going to release the categories to everybody in our Discord and on the website. And I'm going to have you guys share your votes or your opinions about what your favorite game of the year or anything like that. And during the podcast, because I'm going to share it with them first, during the podcast, we're going to be reading some of the other people in the community's answers and their favorite games of the year and their most hated games of the year and all their opinions on things as well to see how they compare with ours. So that way everybody gets a chance to express their voice because this isn't just our podcast, it's a community podcast. So we're going to share the actual questions with you. And by December 1st, everyone has to get their answers in. And we are going to make it so you can actually have your voice heard on the podcast. Yeah, but other than that, we're going to actually just go right into the games we're looking forward to for this month. Because
Deal.
if I don't, this podcast will end up being 3.5 hours fucking long.
Never ends.
Exactly.
Goes
So.
on and on, my friend.
And to let you behind the curtain a little bit, this podcast was already delayed for about 2 hours earlier. So
Apologies.
yeah, so we're gonna move forward rather than oh yeah, I do want to bring up first. We are gonna be doing a 1.0 review of Gunfire Reborn this month because I'm gonna schedule that with the guys. And we are finally going to do a run of Secrets of Grindia now that all of the story content is out. So we will actually have a review for Secret of Grindia after about 6 years in early access. It's gonna be great. So, all right. So who wants to go first this time?
Wah.
All right, go ahead.
Starcrawler's Chimera.
Is that all?
Yeah. That's one word, Starcrawlers.
All right.
Chimera.
All right.
Is this a sequel?
Is a first-person turn-based cyberpunk RPG. Ooh.
And you know me. I'm a lover of cyberpunk-themed games. And since this kind of like, it's like a dungeon crawler kind of,
Yeah.
it reminded me of like really older games like, what was it, Legends of Grimrock?
I was gonna say the way you
Yeah.
turn and stuff. It reminds me of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a more 3D, The Quest, I think it was called. Yeah, because I like these kind of games. As I said, I'm a huge fan of retro stuff, and dungeon crawlers that are more like the corridor styled are technically considered retro dungeon crawlers. So I'm a huge fan of those kinds of games, but I like the cyberpunk theme that it's got going for it.
Yeah,
Can't
it looks
wait
good.
I can't wait to see what it brings
Cool
to the
looking.
Indeed.
Nice. All right. Who wants to go next?
Me,
Okay. What do you got?
Uberlaufer.
Uber what?
Uberlaufer.
Uberlaufer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Uberlaufer. German for super something.
Super Soldier?
No, that would be Übermächt.
Okay.
But yeah, VR stealth game.
Oh,
The
okay.
roguelike stealth game.
Okay. I saw this before, but I didn't know that's what kind of game it was. Okay.
Yep, and yeah, the thing is, it only said like coming soon when we first saw it,
But now,
and now it's actually releasing.
intriguing. Okay.
Interesting.
I
That's
always
funny.
wanted to actually experience a World War II kind of scenario.
Kills the Germans.
Yes, we will, Murmitch. Yes, we will.
Not to mention, it seems like very complex with its stealth and
Oh yeah,
spy stuff.
Uberlaufer.
I'm going to smash people through stone walls if I
that,
play it.
that looks pretty good. I'm not gonna
And you
lie.
can pet the dog.
Jinx.
All right,
Okay.
all right. 10 out of 10. Game of the year.
All
Dog.
right. What's your first one, Ray?
Speaking of dogs, Ollie Oop, which is hyphenated.
Ollie oop.
Ollie hyphen Oop. Yeah, there you go. Game about a skateboarding dog named Ollie.
That is fucking adorable.
And who says that I find all the adorable?
Oh,
Oh, don't worry, I
my.
found it because I figured if you didn't find this, you needed to see it.
I love the name of the developer already.
Almost purple. Wow. Okay.
Great.
Love it.
You can put hats on him. You can
That
play
is
soccer.
fucking adorable. Oh my fucking word.
Let me pour you a bowl.
Why has no one ever fucking thought of this before? People,
Skateboard dog.
people, get more fucking creative like these guys. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's
Hey, no more
Just-
COD. Like
just-
stop.
that is
Create
adorable.
games for the sake
And
of
look, you can wear a
Pumpkin
pumpkin,
head. There's a pumpkin head. It's 10 out of 10.
and he's smashing pumpkins. Look,
Less of 9 out of 10.
I'm glad to know that Murmitch runs on the IGN standpoint of reviewing games.
Smashing Pumpkins, 9 out of 10. Would not play again.
Yeah. Too much
would not
water.
Smash again.
Would not smash again. Perfect.
That's great. That's great. Let's see. My first. My first one is The Last Stand.
Oh, come on, Murmitch. You're not going to tell me I get a point for that?
The Last Stand Aftermath.
Nope,
No?
not for me.
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
Boo!
Remember, we're still trying to see who's gonna get the best, though.
Last stand.
The Last Stand Aftermath. And what kind of game is this?
Single player roguelike action adventure.
Intriguing. A roguelike, you say? Or roguelite?
That's what it's calling itself.
Interesting color palette. Or art style, I should say.
Yes.
Cell shaded, I think.
That's kind of
Looks
what
like they have
drew me to it a bit.
Kind of.
Very drab, almost reminds me of This War of Mine.
Is the last stand.
Oh, never
You know,
mind.
the cutscenes are like comic book.
Okay. Okay, now that I've actually seen the gameplay of it, I'm more interested. Okay. I follow.
Yeah!
We got a
Woo!
point from Silver.
Takes
Woo!
the lead.
No copyright strikes for you, game. Sorry. Alright, next up. They tried to bring in the music, and I was like, nope. Alright, Silver, what's up?
Balrog.
Spill it.
You fools.
Fools. BALROG.
Alright, there.
Didn't we mention this?
Yes.
Yes, but bloody release date moved.
Yeah, this is the one that was like, yeah, this is the one that was
Yes,
like Doom.
please don't
yeah.
do that again. You're
We're
making
not mentioning the game again if you delay it again.
yes, because you're making my job difficult, and I want you to release.
If you're
please.
unsure, just say you're unsure. Don't just keep inching it out.
Yes, please. Just say delayed until further notice. How about that?
Or just TDB. Oh wait, TBD.
Yeah.
If you're worried people aren't going to keep paying attention to it, just keep giving people updates.
Because
Yeah.
I would say at least this RPG is rather unique because it actually has some complex puzzles in there.
It looks like it. Those look like very interesting puzzles.
That is actually quite surprising. This is imagine if Diablo actually had those kind of things in the game, you'd be thinking,
It wouldn't be
what the
nearly as
hell?
popular. I'm kidding.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, maybe because I'm like, what the hell is that doing in my Diablo? I wouldn't be thinking that. I'd actually be kind of.
I just want to shoot the demons. They're on the other side of door.
Like,
But door has
huh.
complex puzzle. Don't know what to do.
Other than whacking demons until they're dead, or using smite upon undead. Huh. Okay, cool.
I hope to God that it actually releases. I hope to God it does
Yes.
for your
It
thing.
looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Murmitch.
Snake Force.
Snake Force? Is that what you said?
Snake.
Snake Force.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Snack Force.
Sorry, I'm
I
hungry.
get the
Sorry.
impression Tim is hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Why wait?
Help.
Team Soda.
Well, we call it pop over here, so.
That's why they call it snake. I see.
Snake. Oh wait, no.
No,
Ah.
you
That
have a
type of
bunch
snake.
of soldiers.
Interesting mechanic there.
And it's free.
Oh.
Yeah, it's free to play.
Ah.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, you can even get into first person.
Mm-hmm. First person freaking jumping over and shooting.
Cool.
And slow-mo.
Even bullet time. Nice.
It's inspired by the classic game of Snake. That's
Oh,
it.
John Wick snake.
That's awesome!
You know what? I kind of like the look of it.
I'm not.
This was my all-or-one. If anybody's gonna follow the game that I pick out, this is it because
I
it
think
looks so
Murmitch
good.
just got 2
It's-
points from that.
It's free. How not? It's free.
Alright.
Don't get any cheaper than free, does it?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, your turn, Ray.
Unsouled, as in spiritual soul. Yeah.
Unsouled.
Yeah, I saw this and thought of a few games that I think I've seen Tim and Silver mention or play.
Oh yeah, baby.
Definitely.
Why? Why? No, I'm mad.
I'm a huge fan of this game.
Follow, fucking
I
bastard.
control precise timing, fast-paced 2D action RPG.
Follow I shall.
I'm in la-
Murmitch and I are tied.
Yay.
Yes. I don't
I
care.
have to fight for your crown, Murmitch.
I never get the crown.
That's because it's rightfully mine.
I don't care.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should actually like keep a tally of how many points, and after each podcast, I make whoever got the most, like their background on their bio gold.
Yeah, it's kind of unfair because I never get any.
Oh, you get follows, Silver.
Yeah.
I've gotten
Very
at least
rarely,
one.
very rarely. Because you guys, I play games.
But in the very off chance that you do manage to get a
diverse
bunch
my
of people,
ass, you guys.
Well,
are
no.
diverse my ass.
See, Silver. It's not that you need to find games that you like that we like. It's that you need to look at games and see, oh, hey, I wonder if they've seen that. Because not all of these games that I suggest are like, oh, I would play that. But it's like, well, this looks good, and if somebody hasn't seen it, they should.
Yeah. When it comes to games, I don't think about others. I think about what I might be interested in. Okay,
Well,
so
I think that's
Charity
true.
award, then. This
That's
is the
just how I-
charity award.
Okay.
yeah.
Alright,
Alright, what do you got, Tim?
Grow, Song of Evertree.
Grow.
This sounds familiar.
Let your flowers grow.
So this is
Oh,
th-
looks familiar.
this is the most Murmitch style game I have in my collection.
It kind of reminds me of. Oh wow, yeah, it's very colorful. My God, look
This is
at those
a
colors.
management
It's sad
game?
how every single somewhat cutesy game is now a mermaid.
No. I'm actually interested in this, so I'll
You know, it doesn't look bad.
I mean, other than when you're interacting with animals, you see these massive, gigantic love hearts emit from them. Yeah, that is cute.
It's a crafting sandbox with life management and adventure elements.
Well, that's a
As-
follow from me.
As you try and build the world back up for the Evertree, which keeps everything
It's
alive.
a tough fight.
Yeah.
Yes, I follow.
Yay! But no, I've actually been following this game for quite some time. I hope it ends up being really good.
I can't believe I had never heard of it until now. And usually, when it comes to games with at least some semblance of crafting or base building, I know of it. Not
Yeah.
today, apparently.
Alright, Silver, impress me.
Arcadia Fallen.
Mm.
It's a visual novel before you get any ideas.
I was gonna say, I think I glanced at that as I scrolled down.
I like visual novels, what can I say?
Please come again.
The
You know,
art looks
people
good.
were a little more friendly
Art
in the
looks
morning.
great.
Maybe they wouldn't get
I'm
all
a
these
fan of
headaches.
the comic book style.
Spare me.
I like the voice acting already.
Usual. Make it quick.
I had actually not heard
It's
this.
going to be freak show any longer than I have to.
Is this some
What
kind
idea?
of portable alchemy table? I am writing my thesis.
Okay,
on
so it's
alchemy
not just a
processes
visual
and
novel.
artifacts, and you simply must.
No, it's a choose your own adventure game. That's a plus for me.
Sure. Let's call it that.
Oh, we're having a brawl. Marvelous. You are fooling
This game
yourself
is
if you
coming
think
out
I can
fully rather
bargain
than being in
with a
early
demon.
access, so...
I want change, but I can make it myself.
And you can
I don't
be
need to make it do
androgynous
what a
if
demon
you
did to
prefer.
Westwood.
I'm
Yep.
mine. I'm a spirit, I believe you would say.
A friendly spirit with horns. Is she horny? We'll find out.
Only one way to find out.
Clearly as, well, judging by the missing adult only tag, yeah, thankfully there is none of that shit in this game.
Watch
I
it.
That we know
I
of.
hope not.
That's what now have.
Because I'm like, look, I would just want to play the game for what it is. More than just a visual novel.
Kim
I want to be invested into the story. Thank you very much.
That's fair.
Yep.
Not everything has to be about sex, dude.
Yes, fucking exactly. And hey, if the alchemy mechanic actually appears to be interesting and fun enough.
And honestly, dude, even as a pervert like myself, I would be less likely to read a visual novel that was all like fucking hentai and shit than I would to read something like this.
Same.
Because if you're looking to get your perv fetish on, you're not gonna read a visual novel.
No, you're fucking not. Unless you're one of those weird weeaboos. But if I was to recommend a visual novel that has more to it than, just the chatter, Cardinal Cross is a good one.
Yeah, yep. What? Okay, Murmitch.
My turn?
Yes. No.
Sucker Punch VR.
Is that like based on the? Is that?
I saw that in the list and thought of you guys.
Oh, I got excited thinking it was based on the movie. It's not. Okay.
Nope.
Why does Murmitch have to pick all the games with copyright claim music on it?
I'm sorry.
Also, it is basically Pong VR, but
Yep.
with a bit more to it than that.
And you get freaking
On steroids.
with superpowers.
Why the fuck not? Put it this way, this would definitely give you some upper body exercise. Oh fuck yes.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're playing a mode that that's really fast paced. Oh yeah.
Well, just make sure there's no little kids in front of you.
Oh yeah, because of that thing that I posted.
Yeah, you ever really wanted to punch somebody but couldn't get away with it? Play this game.
And then tell them to stand in front of you.
Yeah, check out this game, Clock.
Well, actually, that's not a very good idea because if you're using the Oculus controllers, you'll probably break them on their face.
That's all right. Sometimes sacrifices must be made.
That's why you accidentally let go of the controller before you connect.
I mean, I wouldn't do that because the controllers are pretty fucking expensive to replace.
Sacrifices must be made.
We're talking $80 here. At least it's a pair, and not just
$80 for a free punch? I mean...
Yeah, that sounds pretty cheap. That sounds pretty cheap, honestly.
Is that per punch, or is that just one?
Then again, they have straps on the wrist, so you can just, remove the controllers from your hand and have them dangling so you can still punch the people.
So I want to
That's my point. Just let go right before you connect.
I want to remind everybody. I want to remind everybody of this moment, so when I tell Silver he's gonna go play with his strap on, he can't tell me no.
God, sisters, one more. Fuck you, Tim. Fuck you.
I'm gonna be honest, Silver.
You fucking prick. There you go.
I'm gonna be honest, Silver. It's been a lot. Tim has been very tame to this today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tim has been very, very tame today.
The break has been good for me.
I expect this shit, so
All right. Who's next? I completely lost track. Oh yeah,
that was Murmitch. So
yeah, it's you.
Me.
Yep.
All right, Murmitch, get your follow button ready because we're looking at Wandering Trails, a hiking game.
Oh no.
Wandering, not wandering, wandering.
Wanda, not Wanda. There you go.
Sounds the same with your accent, Silver.
Fuck you. No, you're quite right though. Wandering. There. Wandering.
Wow.
I'm fucking better.
All right.
Let's see.
Is Murmitch gonna succumb to the cheap to the cheap peacefulness?
Most likely.
I wouldn't call it.
Why is it FPS? Why is it FPS?
It's a first-person walker.
Yeah, FPW. There you go. Yeah, it should be FPW.
First-person sightseeing.
Yeah, there you go. It could be that too.
Yeah.
Do I get to be mauled by a bear?
I didn't see that in the trailer, but I won't say.
You gotta buy the honey DLC.
Say it has jump scares, so probably not.
Wait, what?
You gotta buy the honey DLC.
Oh my fucking word.
Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. You gotta get another picnic basket,
April Fools, guys.
But yes, Ray, you get a follow from me.
Ah, fuck.
There you go.
My next one's not gonna get any. Damn it. I already
I
know.
know my audience.
This one's gonna
Yes, I very much appreciate very good hiking simulators.
be. All right, I'm gonna hope this one's good enough for one.
From a hiking simulator to the pathless. Almost sounds like it's a segue.
Creatures of Abzu.
Oh, Abzu.
Bring back the light.
Says the giant glowing eagle.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like the printing and sliding. That's cool.
That's a
Oh,
cool.
that is nice.
I kind of like that little mechanic about that, yeah. Wait.
You want to talk about a pretty game?
It's kind of almost feels like a rhythm game, but not quite.
It is almost a prison game, but not quite.
Huh. Interesting. Colorful. I like the art style they have going for it. Wow, look at that. God damn, look at that. Look at those particle effects.
Oh, just follow it already, Silver. Gosh.
I'm sorry, Ray. I'm following it. It looks too good.
Don't worry. I might be as well.
Weird part is I've already played this game before a year ago.
Lucky sod.
What? It's on Epic. That's all.
That's... They've
Well.
had time to refine this game, so it's good enough for Steam.
Yes.
It almost feels like an insult. Jesus Christ, Murmitch.
But I do feel like
Well, I don't consider Epic that good.
but I will say this, like
I don't blame you.
the movement system is all what you saw at the beginning.
Very smooth.
Yeah, smooth, like a running, sliding, like using your bow style. That's all the movement in the game.
I really like prolonged
If it's got good
slides.
movement,
Yeah.
it's gotta follow. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like prolonged slides like that. That feel like that you shouldn't be able to do that, but you can. Especially if you're not going downhill.
So I go up by 2.
Indeed.
All right, you're up next.
Unsafe.
Actually, I'm kind of excited for this one. No lie.
So excited you typed extra letters.
Yeah, I know, right?
Unsafe you.
So we're gonna have Forewarned for the desert. We're gonna have Phasmophobia for the haunted house, and we're gonna have Unsafe for the science fiction.
Stop freaking me out. Get in.
What about the Rainbow Six game that's coming out?
Oh, Extinction?
Where's the button? No shit.
Yeah.
That's in January.
Right, but what is that? What category is that going to be in? That's kind of sci-fi.
That's the GTFO category.
Oh, right.
This is more of like Phasmophobia. It's like
Interesting.
you're doing more like investigation and trying to get tools and stuff and try and escape. Actually, it's not so much like Phasmophobia in the sense that you're just trying to avoid what's trying to kill you rather than.
Yeah,
It's more
thankfully
like
they
a
haven't
group
shown it.
survival than a invest.
Yeah,
Go in and
I'd
figure
say-
out what kind of thing is there.
Yeah.
I'm glad they haven't actually shown what's coming at you.
Here's a question:
They,
with the new Ghostbusters movie coming out, why in the fuck has no one made a Ghostbusters game like Phasmophobia? Like with the packs, the proton packs and everything.
That's a good point.
I mean, why?
That's a very good point.
So, I mean, they've made Ghostbuster games. But those are like stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're usually like twin stick shooter arcade style.
Yeah. 2 games ago, what was it? Just the Ghostbusters video game that was supposed to be a sequel to the 3rd Ghostbusters movie, I think, or was it the 2nd one?
Second, because they never made Ghostbusters the 3rd.
Yeah. Okay, so that game was considered pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The 2 that came afterwards, though, Sanctum of Slime, garbage, utter fucking garbage. And then there's the last one that came out.
Yeah, which is an
based on the
arcade game, basically.
Yeah, which was based off, which is considered a sequel to the other movie too.
Yeah.
Even though they
Well,
made
hey,
it
maybe
sequel
somebody's
anyway.
thinking things like maybe there's something in the works.
Dude,
Somebody,
you know what
please,
you know what I'd
make
love?
make a competent Ghostbusters game.
Hell, you know what I'd love?
that
I'd love
actually
for
has some
Co-op.
yeah co-op. Yes, that actually has not just the comedy of Ghostbusters, but also, you know, a bit more of the supernatural scare factor of Ghostbusters.
I would say mix it up. I would say like a Phasmophobia
Make it
event, but
competent. Yeah.
but I don't think the
That'd be cool.
I don't think the format of Phasmophobia would work.
Well, I think you could make it work where it's like if you
Well, that's why
had
I say do a
a
blend.
variety of ghost types or supernatural thing types, and
Yeah.
each one you have to do something different to capture it. So you have to figure out what it is so you can properly capture
Dude,
it. I
if-
think would make.
I'm telling you
Perfect.
what, if you want to see me back a game really quick, come up with a Ghostbuster game where it's like Phasmophobia, but you actually go in there, find the ghost, shoot it with the proton pack, and actually capture it. And I swear to God, I will give you my money. Okay?
Take my money.
Take my money. Like, if that ever happens, just take my fucking money.
Two things before we get out, leave off of this. One, if this is unsafe, what's the safe word? And two, shout out to the Steam. Is this relevant to you? It's actually right for once.
I know,
Yes,
right?
for once. Congratulations. You did it.
Okay. The answer to that question, the safe word is always the same. It's always barrel. Right, Jess? Right, exactly. Barrel.
Barrel.
All right.
Barrel.
So-
Barrel. I need to find a barrel.
So Murmitch, you're falling behind. What do you got to catch up?
Well,
Nothing.
sorry, I navigated off my wish list for a sec. My next one is Cybrid. Cybrid.
Interesting.
What a name.
What is it?
Oh, it's a VR game.
Yep.
Rhythm VR. Not a huge fan of
You might like this, Silver.
Pistols.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the whole rhythm thing. That's why I don't have Beat Saber. I am too fucking. I don't have good enough reflexes
Oh,
for it.
look, just
Beat Saber.
watch.
Okay, I have played something similar to this.
I was gonna say this reminds me of. I think there was a rhythm game where you kind of run down all the
Yes, something Bullet.
Yeah.
Markiplier actually played it.
Bullet
I
time?
remember. No, it's something Bullet. Can't remember the name of it, but it's definitely a VR game, and it looked pretty cool. It had great music to go.
Oh, all DLC in the future will be free. That's a nice touch.
Yep.
Hey, that is a good incentive.
That's very
Yeah,
generous.
you can't get anything from me or Tim, I think, with this because we don't have VR.
Yeah.
But that looks good.
Yeah.
If I did have VR, I might have fallen.
And me and Jess are talking about getting VR in the future. Get Beat Saber.
I can start dragging Tim into wacky scenarios in VR.
Yes, we can.
Like Phasmophobia.
Oh my God! Imagine Jess in Phasmophobia VR.
She would shit us. She would shit herself.
I don't.
She would shit herself. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We probably
don't
couldn't
really-
convince her to actually do it, but
If you want Jess to stay in the van for like
Ever.
longer than she usually does, that's how you would do it.
She'd never leave the van.
You would never leave the van like at all.
Shit about me, assholes.
I feel like she just knows we're talking about her when we say van. Like if you say van out loud, she knows.
Yeah. All right. What's your
I think
next?
it's because of Tim saying she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
what's
she-
the next one, Ray?
This one's for Tim actually. Next, Space Rebels.
Hmm.
What was interesting was this is an FMV tag, but it certainly doesn't look FMV. But I looked down there and it says that the cutscenes are delivered FMV.
Yeah. Is that like that shooting the rocket?
Not the shooting the rocket part, but like the cutscenes after the shooting the rocket stuff. Like this. So you build rockets to
I have seen this game before. It was in a humble showcase
Oh really?
that they sent me a link for. Yeah. All right, you get a follow from me. Only because when I was a kid, I used to try and make rockets like this. No lie. Because you can.
Yeah, what's great though is you keep watching is like you start off with like in your basement making like cardboard rockets. And
Yeah.
things escalate from there.
My father and uncle used to.
Let's go to space.
They used to fuck around with fireworks because they were fucking stupid.
Yeah, check out that thing.
My dad blew off his pinky making firecrackers.
Yeah, my father and his brother used to freaking throw fireworks at each other. Oh my fucking god, they were.
My dad did that too.
That's awesome though.
Seven fucking 60s kids, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know this was coming out, but I have seen the trailer for it before. That's awesome though.
At least my father did lose any
So now,
fingers.
now Ray's only behind by 1. So. I don't think this one is gonna get anyone's attention, but I liked it. Alien Marauder.
Real-time survival competition.
Oh yeah, didn't you? Oh yeah, you streamed this, didn't you? Or did you? Oh no, you didn't. No.
No.
You're thinking of the movie.
That was big. That's a lot of fucking mechs.
Yeah.
It's like a mech rush instead of Zerg rush. Hey, I finally got a chuckle from Ray. It's been a while.
But I'm saying it looks like all out fucking craziness.
Oh, there's the Zerg rush. Except for humanoids.
But you can build up your mech army and then send them out to kill everything.
God damn, this reminds me of Earth 2150. Ugh, except faster and better looking. And actually a lot more fun. Actually, I might follow this now. Yes, I will follow. You know me, I'm a sucker for a good strategy game. Yes, follow. Yes.
See? Yeah, I thought that was a neat one. Alright, what you got, Silver? I'm halfway.
Novena Diablos. Or Diablos.
Is it?
Diablos?
And, is it?
Yeah, Novena. Novena Diablos.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. An interesting visual novel. You have
Couple
9.
visual novels from you guys this time.
It's just Silver.
Of
Hey,
course.
Silver likes them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't mind them either. It's just I'm picky.
Oh yeah, I don't understand that. After all, quality and, especially the typos. Please don't have no fucking typos. And I do believe that this is actually based in Korea. South Korea. Let's get that right. South Korea. But instead of them being humans, they're actually demons disguised as humans. So it adds quite the twist. So you have 9 days to escape.
You
I
have
wonder how you
Not 9 days to date them?
No.
you have
They're going, well, yes.
you have not 9 days. I will.
Depends on which ones will kill you.
No, wait a
Several
second.
supernatural murders.
That's
Welcome
fair.
to Group Hill.
Nice. I was gonna say you have nine days.
Finally, I was like, finally, a fucking visual novel with actually not that bad looking girls who aren't actually fucking humans that doesn't involve sex.
Or birds.
I am fucking shocked. And that's why I decided to say, you know what? Fucking, I'll follow. We'll take a look. We'll see how this goes. We'll see where this goes.
Oh,
'cause
did you-
thankfully,
I can't
it's
wait
not
to.
going in the direction that I thought it would have.
I
It's
can't.
actually surprised me.
I can't wait for the 18+ patch to come out next month.
If that actually happens, I'm going to be sorely disappointed.
No, I doubt it. All right,
I hope it doesn't.
what's up,
I can stay
Murmitch?
the way it is.
Eraser.
What?
Eraser.
Like this, like eraser, like the pencil
With the
eraser.
C instead, or
No, exactly how it's spelled. Top thing.
eraser?
Difficult.
By the way, I spotted this, and my immediately thought was, this seems like the type of game that Tim used to make me play when I started the podcast.
Yes.
Might as well bring it up for old time's sake.
You know what this
Listen.
looks like?
What?
Creator versus creation. What is that? The stick animation thing.
Yeah, animator versus animated.
Yeah, that thing.
Listen, Murmitch, you're never gonna beat $1 Simulator, no matter how hard you try. That'll always be your greatest review ever.
I should go back and do a secondary review of it to see how, because they did get an update after I played it.
Oh my god, they added $1 more.
I was gonna say, is it $2 now?
No, but they added a bird.
Whoa, that must have cost more than $1.
They added
I
a
was gonna
bird
say,
and a couple
that's more
secret
than money paid
achievements.
for.
So yeah, there's secret achievements now.
Nice. All right, now we're back to Ray.
Yep.
And Ray gonna take the lead back. I'm only ahead by 2.
Murmitch. Flower Lake. One word. Or once in Flower Lake.
Pretty sure I just saw
Once.
this.
In Flower Lake. Yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
Oh, I saw this. This actually is pretty interesting.
Winter?
Snow.
Oh, this is the sequel to Minutes of Violence, right? After everybody died.
Don't spoil it. I haven't watched the whole fucking
I
series
was gonna
yet.
say, I haven't seen all the videos yet.
Don't worry, that's not how the story ends.
I didn't think so.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't spoil my own series. Are you nuts?
Yes.
Hey, look, some people do that. It's weird. We never said they were smart.
Here, I'll give you a
Well,
spoiler.
that's-
I'll give you a
That sounds like
spoiler.
a them problem.
I'll give you a spoiler. You know what it is? The game's actually pretty good.
No way.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
Damn it, you spoiled the story.
It's a very pretty looking game.
Yeah, I like this one. I thought this looked better than the Wandering Trails, to be honest.
Wow, that actually
But
that's
that's mostly because
Fine,
Wandering
you get a
Trails
follow
doesn't have-
from me for this.
Yay! He's only 1 behind now. All right. This is one of my favorites of the coming month, but that doesn't mean you guys are gonna like it. Myth of Empires. Yeah, all footage has been recorded in game.
Sounds ambitious.
Now, are those the cutscenes in the game?
I don't imagine why. I think it's just recorded from the in-game engine. Yeah, because that's an in-game combat right there.
Oh yeah, that right there is it.
And then the other question is, kind of a player population will it require to feel fully fleshed out, so to speak?
Ooh, that's pretty.
But yeah, it definitely looks nice. Oh, that's cool.
I just like something.
Like that.
Like, I like Valheim, but I like the setting of this game better than Valheim. And it has more of like a literal create a mini army type situation.
It does. Creating.
It feels like you're playing Age of Empires, but you're on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, actually there.
Right.
No jinx.
That?
Dan, I'm telling you, bud, this one's for you.
Yeah, I guess we won't know the final score until tomorrow. See if Dan follows.
Yeah, I'm very excited to give this one a
Yeah, it
try.
looks good.
Alright. Silver!
I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this one, but
Just spell it.
Te'acontre, I guess. T-E-E-N-C-O-N-T-R-E.
There you go.
Yeah, two separate words. Yeah, Te'acontre. I'm not quite sure what that means because I don't speak French.
That's Madcom.
Good point, but he's asleep right now. Shit.
Contraire, I would assume would be like contrary or something.
Te'encontre.
Or maybe it's encounter?
Horror games.
The
Horror games.
encounter?
Because obviously I had to bring at least one horror game into this little...
Screw this, Google.
I've already got it.
The encounter, I'm guessing.
It's a doll. I hate dolls. Especially dolls that are smaller than you.
I found you.
They creep
I knew.
me out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this
Imagine.
this is the true Child's Play game.
Imagine a tiny dog carrying a fucking kitchen knife longer than itself. Yeah, no, thank you. I
That is
wouldn't
what your
want...
foot is for.
I'm kind of excited. Yeah, the drop kick. Judo chop.
Outside, you punt it into the neighbor's yard. You didn't even have anything happen. This is why Charles is not dog.
Drop a kick! Yeah, and if it could run faster than you, that's terrifying.
Getting stabbed in the foot is worth kicking that thing away.
I was gonna say.
No, it fucking isn't. Especially if it's your left foot. Your main artery connects to your freaking left leg.
You put your left
You'll be
foot
dead.
in, you
Then
put
put
your left
right
foot out.
forward. My word.
All right, what's
And then pretend you're an Egyptian and show some respect.
what's your next one, Murmitch?
So I did mention this in a previous podcast. Grid Leaper.
Did it get like delayed or
Did
something?
you get a date this time?
Yeah, it got delayed quite a while.
Okay.
December.
No, December.
Disqualified.
What?
Just
Oh,
December. Dude.
they changed it literally.
Again.
Yeah. Oh.
They changed it within me adding it like an hour ago.
Oh my god, not another one. This hasn't been just the first time this has happened.
No, it sucks when this happens.
That was so loud
can't
that
tell you
Jess
how many times
turned
someone
and
gets
looked at
to
me
be
and
like,
laughed.
"Oh,
Yeah, it's the same with me. They were Balrog.
I swear to you, it literally said November, like, literally less than an hour ago.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned the silver. We have to be careful about this because a lot of these smaller indie studios tend to like switch dates on the fly. So
Most of them don't change it literally on the day, though.
yeah, well, how about Wavebreaker? They delayed it on they delayed it on the 10th, and it was due out the 11th, and now it's December 4th.
It makes you wonder if they really thought they could
Put it out then.
finish it in that time or something. It's like, can we
Turbo
release
slots.
Turbo Slots got delayed 9 months, and it's finally coming out in December.
If it does.
I don't. That's
What
another.
about Armageddon?
That's out now.
Finally.
It did get released. Yeah. All right. So next one's on you, Rick.
Right. Blub Emporium.
Excuse me. Oh, Blub and Parium. Oh, okay. Cute. Damn it, Ray.
Dense isometric shop manager.
Oh. How unique. Huh.
You're selling
Or-
things, slimes.
It's 2D slime rancher.
Yes. How unique.
No, but you're not ranching the slimes. You're selling.
They
things.
like shopping.
They do.
Oh my god. So
Look at how happy they are. Look,
it's capitalism simulator.
That is
Very
cute.
cute.
Indeed.
and you get to decorate your shop however you want. But
That's-
of course, how do you get things for your shop to sell? But by farming.
Oh my god.
Oh no. It's Stardew Valley all over again.
It's Blubdew Valley.
Blubdew Valley.
My grandfather Blub left me a farm.
Yes, Blob.
And create production lines to create things.
Like rubber
Just
duckies.
Blubs.
Rob-
It's
Hey,
no,
Rubber Ducky,
Blubs.
you're the one.
Yeah,
It's-
rubber ducky.
I'm so much fun.
it's no longer a shop management game. If you could do that,
Uncover the truth.
it's a little bit more than that.
Is this like an undercover conspiracy where you're just gonna have to like murder people at the end?
Complete many
I
times.
don't know.
The Blub army comes to fruition and takes
All
over
I
the
know
West.
Is it's cute, it looks fun, and it involves production lines. Therefore,
Ah,
interesting.
and a rubber
And there's
ducky.
a demo.
And there's a rubber ducky in its head.
Demo.
Bellissimo.
That's cute. All right, my next one's
Murmitch
not.
made it through. Murmitch made it through. I was
Yeah.
kind of half expecting him to follow that one halfway through. He made it.
Blobs like buying things. So
All right, so,
I put it on there for Murmitch, but I
make it all pretty.
Mine's not too. This next one's not too flashy, but it's a game I'm looking forward to. That's also going to be on Game Pass. It is Undungeon.
Undungeon.
hopefully it is done by the time it's game.
Oh my goodness gracious me. I see what you did there.
I played a demo of the well, not a demo, but a beta of this game like a year and a half ago. No lie, like a year and a half ago.
Damn.
That was when I was like getting the really shitty games. Like, oh, here's a demo. You pleb streamer, you know. But this game's actually really fun.
Travel between dimensions, change the world.
Yeah, it,
Reconstruct shattered multiverse.
but it definitely is this word.
Difficult. Okay. Difficult.
Difficult.
It's very difficult. Very.
Skull and Taunch.
I love this event too, so hey, if you get a chance, anybody watching this, check out the Mix event. It's really cool. There's a lot of nice games in there. A couple of them I already own. But, all right, Silver.
Striving for light.
I was like, I did not spell that wrong. No, the thing didn't go fast enough. There you go. Striving for Light, okay, is a roguelike ARPG. Why do I feel like I missed a whole bunch of games this month, even though like I looked through every one that was available? No, I
I
mean,
literally looked through the entirety of November.
me too.
I clicked through every single motherfucking game.
That's why we cut it down to 2 weeks, Silver, because it makes it a lot more bearable.
You're telling me.
Trying to do a whole month in one shot was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It'd be like 2
Even
hours.
though I checked at the beginning
Ambitious.
of November,
Ambitious.
new games just showed up in the middle of November, and I'm like, how the fuck does this even happen? Oh wait, indie games, of course.
Yes.
They never cease to fail.
You
us.
never see them coming, and that's how they get you.
Yep.
That seems interesting.
Yeah.
It's something like where if it was 10 or 15 bucks, I'd pick it up. Yeah.
Cool.
You have to measure everything based on what it is for value for you.
Of course.
All right, Murmitch, you better have something good, or I'm firing you.
That was my last game.
Oh, he's fired.
No!
Alright,
I'm on to my last one then. Ramino's Adventure. Romino.
okay, R-O-M.
Romino.
Yes. Like Domino, but Rom.
Okay, there it is.
Very retro looking.
Very.
Hey, it's an Atari game.
Oh my, It reminds me of Tetris.
Listen.
That's the whole point.
Tetris.
Hence
Yeah.
the Mino part.
Yeah. Honestly, Ray, the person you're gonna attract most with this game is me, because
Don't worry, Tim. I thought of me and you when
I was gonna say,
saw this. And I was
who
like,
are the two people
this
that?
isn't us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's the two people that love Tetris in this community? Me and you.
We
Yeah.
happy few.
Oh yeah, Jess loves it too. Jess loves Tetris as well. Like, I miss, like, just straight up, like, Game Boy Tetris. Like, everything now has to be like, Tetris World, Tetris Effect. Like, I just want to play Tetris. Alright, I got a few left, but I will go through them fairly quickly. I'm not going to rush, but I will go through them fairly quickly. Tunnel of Doom, which is the game I mentioned earlier that I'm really looking forward to. Because it has, like, a very Indiana Jones vibe to it.
Reminds me of another mining game I played on Xbox Game Pass some time ago.
Especially on the time period.
Nope, stop. Stop right there.
This is one I will definitely be playing this one. So.
Yeah, this definitely has kind of a Binding of Isaac feel
Yep,
to it.
exactly.
Top down. Goes.
I do like the fact that you're not just fighting. You can, like, set traps and make it so when they come to try and battle you with waves, you can defend yourself instead of just being like, run around and shoot. Because I don't think that's what this game is meant to be.
Yeah.
It's more of like a wave shooter based on level with tower defense ideas built in, but once you leave, you can take whatever you find with you and use that to build up your abilities.
That's neat.
I follow.
Okay. I'm on a roll. Let's see.
Yeah, no, I don't think you have to worry about keeping count anymore, Tim. I'm pretty sure you already won.
I have one.
Honestly, Ray, I just like the competition because it pushes us both to find good games. I really don't
Right?
care about it. Okay, so Dylan, Pocket Planet.
Ooh. This looks like a Murmitch game.
It does. But it's also a Tim game, too, because I like anything that looks very unique, and that's what this game's got. All sorts of it. You ever wanted to know what Mario Galaxy would look like if you put Stardew Valley in it? There you go.
Crazy. I like it.
Yeah, it's also...
It even has the Stardew fishing. I'm kidding.
And but I'm saying, I find it very interesting that it's actually... It could just rely on what it is, but it also has a lot of unique ideas built into it as well. You know, you're not on this planet alone. So you got people you can interact with. The art's really well done. You know, and it's also got fighting in it, so it's not like you're just farming. It's got enough of everything where I feel like it's almost got like a Craftopia vibe where it gives you a little bit of everything.
I was gonna say with the graphic style, it almost kind of gives me a more of a My Time 40 feel.
Yeah.
On a Mario Galaxy planet-based.
But I'm really excited for this one, and I don't feel like it's gonna get delayed. So
Cool.
we'll see. All right, here's the one that
It has a demo.
Here's the one that made Silver laugh at the title earlier. Asterix and Obelix slap them all.
Oh boy.
Oh god, I
Okay.
actually played...
Trailers in French. Just warn you.
I actually played Asterix and Obelix game back on PS1, way back in the day. It was something. Yeah. It reminded me of the Looney Tunes game that I played on PS1 as well.
Check this out, so ready? I do like the art, but the combat is what chef's kiss. And it is in English, the actual game, so even though the trailer's in French.
It's understandable because Asterix and Obelix are French characters.
Yes, but you can play it in English. That's all I'm saying.
And it's not. It's a bit.
But look at
Oh, it is so Looney Tunes. That's great.
Right? Have you ever seen the cartoon of Asterix and Obelix or
I have.
any of the older games? Because there have been some really old games on PS1, which is similar to it's more like a 3D beat the PS1 games.
Okay, who's gonna play this with me through remote play? Because it has remote play, so they can play with me for free. Come on,
Really trying to sell that merchandise. Wow.
Come on, Silver. We could slap some bitches, you know. We could.
So long as the latency doesn't get in the way of the fun.
It didn't in Tunchi. That's very...
It did a little.
Toshi was a little latent, but not too bad. I'm pretty sure it was better than the first time we played Tonji.
Yeah.
All right. How about Lens Island?
Those are some creepy critters. And they glow.
All right. This is more of a Valheim vibe than the prior game that I had showed off. You know, build, fight, farm, explore. You can experience your own path, so you don't have any set way you have to do things. I've actually looked into this game for at least 3 months now, because I kept on seeing it on there, but it had no date. It seems very... How do I say it? Like, this one's more built like you could do a lot single player. You don't have to have everybody around to accomplish so much, but I do like the fact that unlike Valheim at the beginning, it feels like everything kind of like sets together properly, because the building in Valheim at launch, you remember, had some issues, like where things didn't want to clamp together, almost like when we played what was the Honey I Shrunk the Kids style game.
Oh, Grounded.
Yeah, Grounded. Remember, remember, like the buildings didn't want to snap together properly and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that distinctly.
And we are gonna have
Go back to that at some point.
Yeah, we are in January when it comes out 1.0. So that got announced today during the Xbox
Awesome.
thing. It'll actually be done. I have no idea. I know me, you, and Murmitch do.
Somebody else had that recently or said something about getting that.
That's a very good game. But the bugs in that one are intentional and unintentional.
Yes. The bugs that are intentional are nice and all, but the unintentional ones...
Yeah,
not as fun.
I like the fact that they did add RPG elements to the game, though, so...
Yeah.
But alright, back to this. I think this is a very...
This looks good.
Yeah, this is a very nice, like, Valheim-esque game. Obviously, wait and see, like every game that I mentioned, because I'm not a psychic. I can't tell you if these games are going to be good. All I can do is provide you information and point you in the direction of the game. So...
Can't even tell you if it'll be out on time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens on Steam. Things get delayed all the time. Alright, so I got 2 more to show, and these are like the bigger games, because I know I have key already reserved for them, so you will see them.
Just so you know, I do have one left, but...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were all done, but I am so sorry.
No, I did say I had one left before I mentioned my other one.
Okay, well, before I do my last one, you can get yours. And this is just Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator. If you don't know what that means, please go back to school. You're a mechanic who works on motorcycles. But I will say, like, I have seen the older titles from this franchise, and they've always been really quality. I know, like, some people don't like simulators, some people do. This one's actually pretty damn nice, so...
It looks good.
You'll see more of it later this month when I play it. So...
Awesome.
Alright, Silver, what's yours? I apologize.
It's alright. Biolum. It's the one that Ray mentioned before the podcast.
Biolum.
Yeah, Biolum.
There it is.
It says
I saw this, it thought of Silver and Murmitch, and Silver said that he had seen it already, so I was like, okay, it's yours.
Eva, do you read me? I'm here, Rachel. You okay?
Deep sea diving in VR. There are fewer things more terrifying than being deep underwater. but in VR, that's something.
Subnautica.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Some,
You
some,
tried Subnautica in VR? I have.
I have, but I didn't get past my base.
It's not fun. It's not fucking fun when you have yeah, when you have like the sand sharks just suddenly go behind you and you're like, shit your pants. It's no fun.
I need to do a stream of me playing Subnautica in VR.
Have fun.
I know. It'll be terrible for me, but hilarious for everyone else.
Well, now that you've committed to it, and my condolences.
yeah.
I haven't said that I'll actually do it.
You're doing it.
It's on the internet now. You can't
Yep.
stop it.
If you do, must go into the lava zone and meet
Yes.
face to face with one of the dragons.
All right, so the last one I got is Nerf Legends, which I'm surprised I'm even mentioning this, but they actually look pretty decent.
I
Keep the
have.
buff.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I have Nerf guns. So fuck you, haters.
Need the buff.
I like Nerf guns. Okay. Yes, I'm nearly 30.
Okay,
Fuck you.
tell me
whatever.
this doesn't look decent.
I'm a
It
child at
looks
heart.
good. I still think it needs a buff.
Too many nerfs.
It's been nerfed. Needs a buff.
I'm gonna get on my Nerf gun and buff it up. Yeah. Let me add some real shotgun shots. No. Rescind that comment immediately. But yeah, I'm surprised there's a.
So they've got the Mega Centurion. They better have the freaking Nerf and Strike CS6 long shot.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, but it's-
But
If they have that, I will be tempted to buy it.
you know what I am interested though is how much they're going to charge for the game.
That is the question.
That too.
That is the big question.
They
Yeah.
already
Is
have
it
Alpha
co-op?
Well, yeah, online PvP single player. I don't know.
That might not mean co-op.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find some information about this. Because I am really interested, and I don't want to end with like, oh, what is this? Okay, let's check it out. Nerf Legends, $10 off on GameStop. Don't care. Pre-order. Yeah, sure. Let's all pre-order. Why not? Pre-order now. How much is it? Okay, I hit pre-order now, and it just sends me back to the same page.
Oh, the pre-order thing is trying to say go to choose a place.
Okay, Target. How much is it? If it's $60, you can go kiss my ass. It's $50.
Is that with the $10 off?
I don't know.
Because didn't they say $10 off on?
If it's $60, there's no way this game's gonna sell. I really have a GameStop and
GameStop and Best Buy. So go check GameStop and Best Buy.
Okay, I'll try Best Buy. So it should be 40 at Best Buy.
Right.
Nope, it's 50.
It says 50.
So $50.
So it is 60.
Is it 60? Really?
Why?
Amogus.
Or are they,
Oh my god!
Or are they planning on giving you
Amogus.
$10 back?
Amogus.
Amogus.
Oh my lord. Alright.
Bungus.
Alright, enough with this because you know what, this is just gonna make me frustrated that a game like this costs that much money. I tried to give it. No, I like say I tried to give it credit, but that's fucking ridiculous.
The course needs to be nerfed.
All right, so thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll be back to doing this live on the 1st of December. I'll be back to streaming either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. You guys won't be watching this till the 16th because it's 11:30 at night, and there's no way I'm getting this up before up on YouTube before I go to sleep. But yeah, like I said, I will make sure to get all the categories and everything set up for December 1st, so everybody has their time to get their votes in. Hopefully, these guys will take their time, look back at what they've played, and we can have some good results with that as well. That's why I'm releasing the categories early, so everybody can get their answers set for the podcast. And along with that, we'll be checking out games and doing reviews as always. So until next time, thank you everybody for always supporting us as we've done this for a very long time. And I will see you next time, which probably be Wednesday or Thursday. Say it!
All right, have a good night, folks. Good night, everybody.